Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of The Road to Doomsday, our rewatch podcast where we go through the entire filmography of the Marvel Cinematic Universe while we approach the release of Avengers Doomsday. I am your host, Francesco and I'm joined by Trevor Evans.
Hey.
And Connor Mercer.
Howdy.
And today we get to talk about the ever so delightful, beautiful, extravagant Thor: The Dark World.
Very dark.
Now, before we get too deep into this movie is arguably the first major, bad
This is the
movie.
first movie that most people agree sucks.
Yes.
The earlier ones, like Thor and Hulk, are more, I guess, controversial in that more people like them, as many hate them. This is the first one where it's universally agreed that it's not a good
most
movie.
people
This was probably
agree.
on the bottom of a lot of people's list for
Yeah.
a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Until probably recently. But, Connor, I wanted to ask you.
Yes, so this is my first time having seen it. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it as much as I thought I would. I don't think I would say that I liked it. It had good moments. It had more good moments than I expected, but it was just so fucking slow.
Boring.
Yeah, very boring.
I think the
Many
biggest crime
parts.
a movie could commit is being boring.
I didn't give two shits about the villains.
They don't give you anything to care for them about.
They're asleep for 5,000 years,
Such a
and then they
nothing.
wake
Yeah.
up, and they're the
They were beaten
meanies.
by, what was his name, Dor?
Thor's dad's dad.
Yeah, Odin's dad, which his name was Yor or something. Something O-R.
King Boar.
Bor.
B-O-R,
Not
yeah.
Dor, Bor.
King Thor?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, there's two types of movies, or I guess franchise movies, that I dislike. There's movies that, I guess I would say bad more than dislike. The first type is Thor: The Dark World. It's movies that are just not good movies, but they're not, damaging to the world around it. You can safely ignore it in, a timeline. The other type of bad movie is a movie that may or may not be objectively badly made, but it's destructive to what comes before it and ruins what comes after it. And it's probably still very controversial. The Star Wars sequels are very guilty of this. Some people say they're objectively well made, but the damage they do to the surrounding lore, in my opinion, is very destructive. Now, Thor: The Dark World is not guilty of this, as evidenced by the fact that no one needs to see it. There's nothing that happens in Thor: The Dark World that makes you go, well, there's ramifications here.
And anything you need to know, just watch Endgame.
Exactly.
At this point.
Well,
Or even Guardians.
I mean, you can literally sum it on the list of one hand of what you'd need to know in this movie.
And a lot of it just doesn't matter by the time you get to even Thor Ragnarok. The end of Thor 1, he leaves Jane, he goes back to space. At the beginning of Thor Ragnarok, he's not dating Jane. So if you had just completely ignored Thor: The Dark World, he just goes from not dating Jane to not dating Jane. In Thor: The Dark World, he goes back to dating Jane, and then eventually off-screen stops dating her again. So a lot of it is just meaningless.
He has to, do his...
Thor stuff.
Yeah. I'm what? He's doing shit.
But this movie gave me the impression that, see, when I saw Age of Ultron, I assumed that Thor had come back from space for this mission. But now I feel he's just been living on Earth. So when they say, oh, you're leaving so soon in Ultron, he's not going back to Asgard, he's going back to England. That's just the impression I get now. Oh, I must depart, my faithful Avengers. It was nice to see you. I'm going back to London.
All right, but where'd the other people go? Tony went back to his penthouse.
Yeah, but they make a big deal out of Thor leaving in Age of Ultron.
True.
It's I wouldn't be surprised if, was it the Russo brothers? Who just didn't watch Dark World. They just thought he was on Asgard.
No.
I don't know if Russo Brothers directed Age of Ultron.
Well, whoever made Age of Ultron, I would not be too surprised if they just hadn't watched Dark World.
You don't need to.
Don't
But
need to.
unfortunately,
I think they did. I'm pretty sure they probably did.
I'm sure they knew about it vaguely.
unfortunately, we did watch Thor: The Dark World.
Unfortunately.
So it's
I
overall.
had a good time with all the quips.
Nerd. Yeah, it was funnier than I thought it was, but the gaps between the stuff I liked was just too much.
There was a lot.
I will say this movie helps build some of the surrounding characters that the first Thor movie did not.
It's better characterization and world building.
I kind of feel like if we just combined the two, but like leave out all the slow, boring moments of
the problem is you can't really combine them because there's so much
what
happens in between them.
I know.
So it's like maybe you could have like a 30-minute Thor and then like Avengers and then a 30-minute Thor: The Dark World.
No. What really I just want is more character development for the people
like
around Thor.
I think Heimdall,
in the first one.
Heimdall got a big boost.
Oh my god, Heimdall's
great.
Everything he does in this movie is pretty cool.
When he's on screen, it's a peak experience. You know, it's great.
Even when he's just himself on screen.
Just him standing on screen.
He shows up and the whole theater starts clapping.
Exactly. No, that's my guy right there. I love Heimdall. Also, we can get that into it a little bit later, actually.
Right.
Because it's part of the movie.
Yeah. So where does it even start? It's more narration.
With Odin. Just like the first movie, we begin with an Odin narration, but this time even going further back in time.
Yes.
To
This is the second Marvel movie in a row to start in the past.
Yes.
Because Iron Man 3 is a flashback, and this is also a flashback. That's just something I realized.
Well, we start Iron Man
3 is a flash forward
flash
of the suits
of the
exploding.
future.
Okay, I can
and
see.
then you
guys
go
are
backwards.
No fun. You guys are no fun.
I'm sorry when the opening shot of Iron Man 3 is boom, boom.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say it.
I kind of do.
So the Dark Elves. Long ago, there were the Dark Elves, the embodiment.
Malekith.
And I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
They wanted to use the power of the Aether to turn the universe into eternal night.
Yeah, darkness. Oh, that's another thing about this. Was it just me, or was this movie, like, lighting-wise, really dark in moments?
Well, they spend a lot of time in the dark world.
It's like dark and gray.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The color grading is not good.
So not only
Especially Asgard, because even in the first movie, it's so
bright,
the first thing I figured, like, the lighting in Asgard was just dimmer.
Yeah, and then you get all these like party scenes and stuff, and it's literally just like a medieval castle.
Yeah, and
that doesn't look like gold fashioned or anything.
Is it the same director as Thor 1, or is it a different guy?
That's a good question.
Because they're very similar movies structurally, but I could definitely see it being a different guy.
Thor 1 was...
I know the third movie is directed by a different guy.
Well, I don't even need to look at Wikipedia for that. They're just so different.
Thor 1 was directed by Kenneth Branagh? I don't know how to say his name. But Kenneth. And the second movie was directed by Alan Taylor.
Okay, I'm sorry, Alan, but you kind of suck.
Yeah.
Could be
the vision with the first guy was way better. Asgard's vision.
Yeah.
Even with its lower CGI quality. I mean, even this movie didn't look too bad, like CGI wise. For the most part.
I think it was maybe on par. There was nothing I noticed in the CGI that was particularly bad.
But the coloring
was just less.
I just felt like it was darker and gray. You know, it was just a lot.
The worst part is it was definitely deliberate because, like, the Dark World.
Well, it makes sense, but
it's Asgard.
Literally,
I know. Like, in my head, it would have made more sense to have everything else be bright and happy to contrast
didn't kill
with the Dark
light
World.
yet.
But it's like, well, we gotta make it match the Dark World, I guess.
Anyways,
they killed Odin's character too. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Well, speaking of Odin, we're still in this flashback.
Remember, they didn't kill Odin; they killed Odin's wife.
I said his character.
I know. I'm fucking with you.
So Malekith wants the Aether, and then Odin's father, King Bor, and the Asgardian forces thwart this plan on, like, what is it? A fart planet? It's like a big green planet, whatever they're on.
It's one of the 9 realms that no one cares about.
Yes, and then interestingly to know, one of the guards pops like a Aether
like
booster or whatever.
It's like cursed.
They turn it to they call it the cursed. It's like a Hulk-ish form that these people.
It looks like they like took power from the Aether, you know, because they get that like red, cursed energy when they transform.
So the Bifrost comes in, they take the Aether away from this area. It's like in a big, like, weird cube thing, whatever.
Like, I don't know why. It feels so unnecessary. Or is that the weapon?
No, the Aether is like in it, and there's like two giant blocks.
Odin says that they took his weapon Was that just referring to the Aether, or was that also referring to the two giant stones? Was the whole thing the weapon?
Two big Minecraft blocks. Anyway, the ether gets sent away, and when with the ether away, the dark elves just kind of like disconnect.
They hibernate.
Yeah, dude's like, all right, everyone, bomb. I'm going away.
He sacrifices his people to go try to take down whoever remaining Asgardians.
Yeah, literally. And then he goes and hibernates for 5,000 years.
See, the weirdest part about the timeline here does not make sense in my head. Like they say the convergence is every 5,000 years. Aren't all the Asgardians like 20,000 plus years old? Like, aren't they just
They're
really
definitely up. Doesn't Loki say like,
give or take 5,000 years? But that
Yeah.
could be just a quip, you know?
Yeah,
I don't think
but
it's
like
that
at
far
the same time, Thor's what, 1,500?
He is.
Yeah.
I thought he was older. Oh.
No, I think he's young on the younger side.
Of an
he's not.
Asgardian.
Yeah, he's not
Okay.
like.
Okay, so I guess it makes a little more sense now. But I guess I just imagine that, like, I don't know, 5,000 feels very small in this context.
for such a big event.
It does, especially when you're talking about like gods living for such a long time.
They make such a big deal. Not even just like the Earthlings or Selvig.
No.
They make such a big deal out of it in Asgard when in actuality, like the most comparable thing would be Halley's Comet. Like it's like 1.5 lifetimes is the cycle for Halley's Comet. It's like, actually it might even be less. It's like 80 something years. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it might be 87. But the thing about like the convergence is like I wouldn't be surprised if Odin saw the first one. He was just like, oh wow, young Odin looks up. Oh, that's cool. Now he's an old guy. It's just such a
He
small.
also heard stories from his father
he
about
definitely heard
it.
stories about it. But like it's such a short amount of time that it feels like meaningless.
Maybe that's why he wants to go to war so bad with the Dark Elves, because his father, he was young when his father went and fought all these Dark Elves. So it tainted his vision of these elves and stuff. So that's why he's so gung ho about
Taking these
taking
bastards
them.
down.
Yeah.
Well, just to wrap up this scene, Odin believes that all the Dark Elves were killed. They're all gone at this point. And then King Bor tells them to bury the ether somewhere.
Somewhere no one will find it.
I see. I give zero shits about Malekith. When you said King Bor, my first thought was Malekith didn't do that, and then I realized Bor is Odin's dad, who we never see again.
No, we see once when he's getting
We see the statue get decapitated.
decapitated.
And then we go to Asgard. We see Loki standing on trial before Odin for his crimes in the previous 2 movies ago.
Yeah,
Avengers.
that's 2 movies ago.
A previous movie.
Yes. Previous.
He stands on trial for his actions in the Avengers, where he tried to conquer Midgard.
Is this where he is like about the lifespans, or is that
Yes.
later?
Yeah.
This is the
Because
lifespans.
Odin's like, humans are much like us, and Loki's like, give or take 5,000 years.
Yeah.
We're
Like, they live
We are
on-
not gods.
Yeah.
We live.
we live, we die.
just like humans do.
Yeah.
Give or take 5,000 years.
Yes.
And a bunch of magical shit that they
Well,
can do.
Thor says that that's our science.
It's our
Yeah.
science that we just haven't understood yet. And we do a little bit later, what was it, quantum generator or whatever? Quantum field
she
generator.
knows what it is for
and
some
then
reason.
she's
That was
like,
like-
no, this is a soul factor thing.
Soul
I gotta say, that was really
Forge.
stupid. The Soul Forge quantum field generator thing. It's like,
And
there's no. I
does
get
it
that
transfer
you're-
energy from one to the other? Yes.
I understand that she's supposed to be smart, but like, why would a human know what the hell that is?
What do you mean? Quantum field generator, and then she sees
I know,
what
it's-
looks like energy passing
It's
from one
stupid.
place to
It's
another.
stupid.
What do you mean?
It's stupid.
I liked that quip. Okay.
Nuh-uh.
Yes. Why?
Nuh-uh.
huh.
So yeah, Loki is eventually sent away to the dungeon as a punishment.
Dungeon.
But they point out that the only reason they're not executing him is because
of Frigga.
Frigga.
that's another thing. I couldn't. We barely see her in the first movie. We see her a little more in this movie. Her name's Frigga, right?
Yeah.
It's really hard to care about a lot of these characters because A, there's a lot of them, and B, a lot of them just suck. Especially the
I
dark
like
elf.
Frigga.
No,
in
I'm
this
not
movie.
saying I don't like Frigga. It's just that
Oh.
like she's like, you got your Thors and your Lokis, and then you've got your Odins and your Friggas, and then you've got the dark elves. There's tiers to characters who I care
What
about.
about Lady Sif and the Warriors 3?
They're probably in between
oh,
Thor, Loki, and Odin. And
Volk.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay, I've been stopped.
The scene ends with Loki asking, "Oh, what about Thor?" Thor is off trying to unite the realms again, protecting the realms as he does, and then he will become
murder
king.
massacres happening.
And then we go to Vanaheim, where we see Lady Sif and the Warriors 3 fighting armies. that are-
Savages, basically. At least they look like they're in like savage armor or whatever.
And then Thor shows up to fight, and then what are they? They're savages, but what are they called? Are they given a name? Are they
I
just,
don't
like,
think so.
unnamed?
That's why
I
I
don't
called
think
them
so.
savages.
But during this scene, we find out that one of the Warriors 3 has been recasted to...
Yeah, this is. I remember mentioning in Thor about Zachary Levi.
See, I didn't.
And
catch
then
that.
I was like, I couldn't remember. I can't even remember now if I even said it was him in the first movie or not. I just remember bringing him up. But this is him, yeah.
He has been
And as a
They got Shazam.
What's his
Van
name?
Strahl.
What?
Van Strahl.
Van Strahl?
What F?
No, Finstrahl.
Was it Finstrahl?
I don't know.
One of them. The blonde
Something.
one.
I don't know.
He's been recasted. Doesn't really do much, but we should mention that.
Woo.
I'm gonna just call him Shazam. I don't care. Anyways, but Thor bifrosts in. He starts.
Chuck. I'm gonna call him Chuck.
Is that a reference to something I'm missing?
Zachary Levi played a character named Chuck
Is this the
in
Purple
the
Crayon movie?
TV show Chuck. What?
Okay. I thought
That's
you know what?
Harold.
It's Harold. Yeah, Harold in the Purple Crayon.
His
Oh
best
my God,
We
accomplishment.
should
Yeah.
call him Purple Guy.
I'm calling him Chuck.
Thor bifrosts in. He takes out a few enemies. He's lost all his cool hammer techniques in this. I don't know. Whatever. And then, interestingly, a rock-like creature.
I thought this looked like Korg. I know it's not Korg,
It
but my
doesn't
first
even.
thought
It might be his.
Korg's blue.
It might be like
my
his
first thought was he
species,
looked
though.
like Korg. That was just. My
I was
first
like, he looks like Korg's species.
I don't know
Yeah.
what they're called, but it was definitely a Korg-like.
He's a
Yeah.
rock monster.
rock monster.
He's made. I was like, wow, bringing a a pile of rocks to a hammer fight.
He looks like Korg and he acts like the Hulk.
I accept your surrender.
He does not have the strength of the Hulk, as we see immediately when Thor whacks him with the hammer lightly, and he just disintegrates.
Disassembles.
What
all-
was Lady Sif's? Oh, all yours, because he roars off in the distance before coming.
He's all yours.
All yours.
And then Purple Guy says, "Well, we should have started with the big one because as soon as Thor disintegrates Korg Hulk,
They
they all immediately just
Anyone
surrender."
else?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought the rock guy was just gonna regenerate because I'm just conditioned to expect rock monsters to regenerate. I don't know why. And then he didn't. 'cause
Korg never regenerated.
well, I don't know. I feel like because like rock.
You saw Love and... Oh, no,
I-
you didn't.
Well, I didn't see Love and Thunder, but I just imagine.
Never
I just
mind.
imagine rock things being able to like reconcile themselves. And when he didn't, I was like, wait, that's it. He's just dead.
Oh, you're thinking like Groot. How Groot can...
Oh yeah, Groot would have
That's
been a
probably...
great comparison.
Yeah.
Except he's not a rock.
No, but it's... I can see your... He's a tree.
Yeah.
They're a rock.
They're both natural elements. I am rock.
I am tree.
So they save the planet people that are living there. One of the Warriors 3, Hogan, one of them. This is his people, so he stays with them. And Thor calls Heimdall.
stay with your people. I got the rest. Don't worry about it.
And then Thor calls Heimdall, and he
Whenever
goes.
you're ready.
Returned to Asgard.
You see Asgard. It's a pretty cool transition of the Bifrost, like into the bridge,
it
but
was
it's
pretty
all
cool.
not colorful anymore. We see interesting though.
There's a little like cool camera moments and stuff, but there's
Not
it's
a lot.
just not a lot.
But interestingly, we see like a training ground on Asgard, which we haven't seen in the first movie. It's like a warrior training area, and Odin and Thor have a little chat. The 9 realms are at peace. Thor has earned respect across the realms and Odin's gratitude, which is always nice.
leading up to basically like, hey, you can take the throne now, baby.
But his heart is
Nudge,
focused
nudge,
on
wink,
something
wink.
else.
Yeah.
Jane Foster.
If you weren't so.
But there is a weird.
in love.
There's a weird focus on Sif in this moment.
Well, because it's like an
later.
illusion, like that. they were a thing. Thor and Sif was the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it comes
it's
back
like-
again very soon. But yeah.
It comes back up again way later as well.
And then we never see it in any other movie again.
Nope.
But then Odin tells Thor to go celebrate.
Yeah.
Instead of sulking around. Go
You
party.
won! Big victory! You used to party for weeks on weeks on weeks.
And then we cut to the hero's celebration.
Another!
I love how that was
that's-
the moment where Thor gets up and leaves.
Yeah.
He remembers doing that in New Mexico.
And that's
Volstagg.
Volstagg, yeah.
So Thor is not really involving himself in these festivities. He's
No,
kinda
he's
watching.
very much
Distant.
dissociated
Yes.
from it. And he
Then-
goes off on his own.
Thor and Sif have a little chat.
Yeah, she's basically like, come have a drink with me. We used to fuck all the time. Why can't we just go do it again?
Thor, buddy. I know she's not Natalie Portman, but she's the next best thing. Go do it.
Go have some fun. Natalie's not even on the same
You're
planet.
Chris Hemsworth. All right, your options are not limited.
You're Asgardian. You have multiple partners. Freaking Volstagg has like 4 girls on him during this scene.
My man.
But Thor's having none of it.
He's like,
uninterested,
nah.
and he eventually just leaves.
Yeah.
But then we cut to London. We meet up with Jane. She's on a date with some dude who's...
Richard.
Before we go any farther, I just want to say that the color grading for London is perfect. This is exactly how I imagined Great Britain.
Gray.
Great Britain.
Grey Britain.
So she's on this date. This guy clearly knows she's not very attentive with him.
Just menu with 3 options in front of her.
Sea bass,
face.
sea bass, sea bass.
Sea bass. Sea bass.
Then eventually Darcy comes in.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, he's cute.
Can we get some? Yeah, can we get some wine? Yeah, sure. I'd like
Yeah,
that.
I love that. Darcy.
I love Darcy in this movie.
Darcy.
She's probably my favorite human Thor character.
So
She's
good.
very
I
funny.
want more Darcy. Whatever it takes, give me more Darcy.
There's a sitcom called, I think it's called Shifting Gears, and she's not the same character, obviously, but she's a main character in that show. What's the actress's name?
Kat
Dennings.
Dennings.
Yeah.
And I don't watch it regularly, but it's we watch Wheel of Fortune every night, and it's on immediately afterwards, and it's kind of funny, and it does remind me of Darcy. So I mean, there's your in. Who's the guy in that show? It's
Is it Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. Thank you. I was about to say Buzz Lightyear because that's all I can remember. Tim Allen and Kat Dennings, and they bounce off each other very well. They're father-daughter in the show, so it's a different dynamic, but.
Is this the one that recently came out?
Yeah,
The show
it's
that
getting
recently
getting
came
new
out?
episodes. I think they're on like season 2 or something.
Okay, I've heard of this. I think.
Yeah.
So.
Similar vein.
Yeah.
To Darcy. So if you want more Darcy, you got it right there, I guess.
If I want Darcy not a part of the MCU.
I know they're not very comparable.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Darcy MCU, I completely forgot about this. She's in WandaVision, isn't she?
Indeed.
Yes, she is. She's a very big part of WandaVision.
Yes. Is that her next appearance after this film?
Probably.
Believe so. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
She doesn't come back. Basically, it's unfortunate.
But yeah, we've learned that Jane has been moping around since Thor left.
Yeah, I expected to see you in your pajamas.
In your mom's basement.
So we got Thor and we got Jane separately moping around.
Yeah. About
Get
each
back
other.
together, damn it!
Thor, the Bifrost is right there, dude.
They fixed it.
Yeah,
Because
that's
if
what I'm
Thor-
saying.
'cause
It's right
Even in
there.
Avengers, they
He's
mentioned
scared.
that they had to use dark matter
Just to get him
Yeah,
to
to-
Earth.
So we don't really
Yeah.
know how it got. It just rebuilt it. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it was under
They built it in the
construction
first
actively.
place.
I'm sure it was under construction actively in Avengers. It's not like it was just still destroyed
Oh, yeah.
and then one day it was fixed.
No, they probably started repairing it right away because
Yeah.
it's such an intricate, probably
Part
thing.
of the Nine
Yeah.
Realms.
Yeah.
The thing to teleport them to everywhere.
It's an Einstein-Rosen bridge
Yes.
/ wormhole.
Whatever.
They're not teleportation. That would be Doctor Strange's territory.
It gets them from
From
point
A to B. It's not teleportation. It would be really cool if it was.
It's not instantaneous. My bad.
So at the table, Darcy shows Jane like this little radar thing, doohickey.
Yeah.
That is perceived to be malfunctioning. So she like bangs it on the table. That's what I did.
Bing, bing. That's what I said.
Darcy says Eric went banana balls.
A little more scientific.
Obviously, after the events of
Poor Eric
Avengers.
Selvig lost it.
Completely went
There was a
bananas.
god in
I mean, he
his
had a
brain.
god in his head. You would go bananas too.
They put him in a loony bin.
Dude was
Looney Tunes
like,
with Stanley. What would that?
yeah.
It's a weird comparison. I just thought of this. You said there was a god in his head. There's a show from the 2000s called Clone High, and all the characters are clones of like historical figures. And there's an episode where the clone of Joan of Arc thinks that God is talking to her, so she goes crazy. And it turns out there's a radio in her head, and it's like a Christian radio station beaming it into her head.
That's
And you just made me think of that.
So eventually, this day kind of just like fizzles out, and Jane goes to follow Darcy out to investigate.
yeah, because she's like, Darcy's like, this is like the readings that happened when you know who came to town. And then Seabass. Jane, just go. And then she goes, and then they go on a grand adventure to
The warehouse.
The outskirts of London,
Yeah.
some fuck-ass
It
warehouse.
is important to mention that in the Darcy's car in the back seat is her intern.
Ian the intern. The intern's intern. Who's that? My intern. What? I am so getting the hang of driving in London. I
Did
should
anyone
cut
else
someone
think that
off.
guy looked like Tom Holland? A little
No.
bit? Just a little bit?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
He had a similar face.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think?
I think he's just some British boy.
Tom Holland has more of a wider face than this
Yeah, I
guy.
can
This
see
guy
that.
has a taller
This
face.
guy was just taller, generally speaking, but
He was taller, and his face was like not in a bad way, but just like longer,
But, like, he looked-
up and down. And Tom Holland's is just more.
He
left and right.
had a similar face to Tom Holland.
I don't see it at all. Not even a little bit.
It was distractingly.
Not
so,
even-
like,
not
was like,
even-
wow, Spider-Man's tall.
Not even a little bit. I didn't see it at all.
That's because you're a nerd. You just gave me a confused look. Fine, I'm a nerd. You happy?
Yes.
Cool.
Anyway.
So during this car ride, Jane tries to call Eric, and we cut to a news report.
Yeah,
At the
of him
Stonehenge of
What is
around
bro doing?
Let
It
him
helps
cook.
him think. He's saving lives. Let him save them.
Let him
What
cook.
is bro doing?
He's running around
before he strips naked and runs.
and he's holding a receptor
Device.
Some kind of electronic device.
Yeah,
that will be-
it looks like a giant pole spike thing.
I feel bad for the actor.
What? I would have had a blast doing that. You kidding me?
The director walks up to him. All right, in this scene, take off everything.
and run around.
And in the next
dude's
scene,
in a dance belt.
and in the
He's
next
not actually
scene,
naked.
take off your pants.
No, everyone probably backstage was just dying.
Oh, I'm
laughing.
sure it was very funny.
I wouldn't be able to control myself. That scene is so funny.
He's just hugging everyone.
He's like literally hugging everyone with his junk out. It just that one shot where it's just like full body of him hugging with no pants and tidy whities on.
Breaking Bad. The first episode of Breaking Bad, Walter White is in nothing but tidy whities.
Oh,
Watch
not
Breaking Bad.
as funny as Eric.
Breaking Bad, The Dark World.
Is that really the hill you want to die on? You want to name it
Yes.
the Dark World?
Breaking Bad, The Dark World.
Okay.
So they arrive at the warehouse. Team Darcy at the warehouse. They find some kids are there, and they're like, "Are you the cops?"
No,
we're
we're scientists.
And then they show them the anomalies
Yeah.
in this building. The first one is like an anti-gravity truck.
How did they know that just that one truck in the middle of the warehouse could? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, they're scientists. They got to try
Well, the
everything.
kids-
no, the
No.
kids. They were like, "Can you show us?" And the kids led them to this truck in the middle of a warehouse that could be turned? Like, did the kids put the truck there?
They pushed it.
Yeah, like they got in, they
Push! Push!
And then the second is a endless portal loop and a staircase.
Like, that one made more sense to me that they, but maybe they were able to flip a bunch of other things and they just were like trying different. Because who knows what they did before we saw them flip that truck.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Anyway.
they throw things in the staircase, and sometimes they come back, and sometimes they don't. Note that down.
And they throw the car keys in.
Did you just say the
car keys
Did
don't
you just
come
throw
back?
the car keys in?
Give me your shield.
And he's just like smiling, like, no.
So Jane walks off with the radar while they're playing with the staircase. He throws the car keys, and then eventually she eventually comes across like a hallway that kind of pulls her in.
Yeah, it's like her device starts going whack, and then like you hear like this weird, mysterious noise kind of thing, and then she gets sucked into this.
And she lands in the Aether layer.
Literally right next to the Aether.
In the dark world.
Aether layer.
Did they literally just bury it in the dark
You know what's
world?
weird? Yeah, like that's another thing with
Why?
this movie. If you're trying to hide it from the dark elves, why would you put it in the dark world?
Right?
That's where it was.
I don't know.
Well, regardless, Jane then absorbs the ether.
She's like, ooh, what's that red thing? And this giant floating rock. Let me just stick my hand under it.
And as she absorbs it, the Bluetooth connection is live, and the dark elves come back online.
Yep.
They're also alive.
We're all in agreement that this is what gave her cancer, right?
Sure.
Infinity Stone inside her body for like a day or two.
I guess it is a lot of energy in her body all at once.
We also
and
know
they
the
say
Infinity
that-
Stones are at least a little radioactive. Just a
True.
little.
But like she could
inside
have. She
her.
could be
I think if they
prone to
wanted a
cancer.
Marvel-y
multiple
explanation,
days.
that fits.
Like if they want, like yes, you can say it. I don't think it's like improper, but like she could also just have had cancer. You know what I mean? Like you don't need.
Yeah, but like
You don't
It's a
need
fun
an explanation
headcanon.
for it,
I
but it is a fun
can't
Marvel
imagine. I
explanation.
mean, we see what happens when anybody just holds an Infinity Stone. They're
Yeah,
instantly
the
obliterated.
energy is surging through her. They say the energy will eventually kill her, literally in one of the diagnoses. So if you want, yeah, you can say that energy supercharged cells and then they split and mutated and boom, cancer. So yeah.
I don't know if they were thinking about it, but because again, I haven't seen Love and Thunder, and I only just now saw The Dark World, and I knew that Jane has cancer in Thor: Love and Thunder, and when they started to get to these parts in The Dark World where they're like, "Oh, she's very sick, she's dying," my first thought, my first thought was verbatim, "This is what gave her cancer," and I honestly am surprised that it's not unanimous. I thought it was
Well, I think
Implicit.
because
I
you
wasn't
went
thinking
into
about
this
that,
movie knowing like
with hindsight.
about her having cancer in the future. I've always went into this movie without that knowledge.
But I honestly feel like if I had seen it
Beforehand.
first and then I went into the Love and Thunder, my first thought also would have been, well, it's because she had the Infinity Stone inside. That's just a
I
logical
don't
connection
know.
in my head.
It's possible. I mean,
It's possible.
It's just one of those
I just
things.
don't. They don't outwardly say it, And then cancer is just so. I don't want to say normal, but it is just kind
No,
of normal.
It's a thing that happens to people.
Yeah. So so it's just like anyone.
a supernatural reason for it.
Yeah, you don't need you don't need a supernatural reason, like you just said, for cancer to happen.
I just think it's the logical next step.
It could be.
Really
Yeah.
fair.
There's no other human that we see interact with the Infinity Stone who lives particularly long, other than like the Hulk, and he's already radioactive. Star-Lord was half ego when he held the Infinity
Half
Stone.
God.
And he also shared the burden with his team, and that was only also for like a solid 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. If
Iron
there's any
Man died
moments.
immediately.
He didn't die immediately.
He died in like
He
15 seconds.
He didn't die immediately.
He was dead as soon as he snapped his
He
fingers.
didn't die immediately, motherfucker.
So Malekith, he is woken up. By
This
the
guy is the
He's got that Bluetooth connection.
When people say that Marvel has lame-o nothing villains, this is what they're talking about.
How do you get worse than the Frost Giants?
This guy. You give the Frost Giants more screen time.
At least the Frost Giants were like, Loki's a Frost Giant. There's a connection there.
Yeah, this is just like
an ancient
it
being.
Feels like
that your grandpa fought.
The Frost Giant Asgardian conflict felt more. I don't know if believable is the word, but you could feel it in the air. It wasn't just that they told you about it. The Dark Elves like, oh well, they fought once. I guess that's what we're supposed to.
It wasn't even Odin. It wasn't even like anyone we knew. It's
King's
Odin's
Odin.
Yeah. Exactly. We don't even know that guy. Whatever.
No, we have no thief in the fife.
On a more interesting note, we go back to Asgard and Thor visits Heimdall, and they're just kind of just chilling. He's like, "Look at the stars, bro."
Yeah, look at all them stars.
And he mentions the convergence.
The convergence is upon us. I don't see it. You're
Most
looking
can't.
somewhere else.
The alignment of worlds. It's super down low. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't happen a while, but it is a sight.
Every 5,000 years.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But Thor wants an update on Jane. And Heimdall says, she's also researching.
She doesn't know it yet, but she's studying the convergence.
And then he's about to mention someone, and then he stops.
I don't see her.
That's pretty crazy.
Huh?
If
and
Heimdall
then Thor's like, send me there right now.
Literally.
Last known location, right this second, dude.
I feel so bad for Thor. First he had to go to New Mexico, now he had to go to London. This guy can't catch a break.
New York for a bit.
You have to go to New York.
Fight. Yeah, but
I feel so bad.
not a whole lot of
That's
fun
even worse.
either.
Not exactly a high bar.
Well, speaking of fun, luxurious places, Jane is like in goop, like red ether goop.
Yeah.
Lovely way of phrasing.
How do you want to say?
The reality around her.
And she eventually just wakes up in the warehouse. She's on the floor.
Yep.
I gotta say, I know they weren't doing this, but when she touched the ether and it went into her, my first thought was Venom.
It
looked like that.
There's a symbiotic relationship.
Kind of does give that,
especially later when
vibe.
it's like it's protecting itself.
Yeah.
It attaches to a host. It's very parasitic in that way.
Yeah.
And another thing that's kind of funny that I just thought about
I feel like
is in the Venom movies, they say that unless there's like a perfect symbiosis, it will kill the Venom parasite will kill the host.
Yeah,
So
and then
there's
eventually die themselves.
So Jane Foster's
Jane Foster is Venom.
with Tom
Hardy.
Holland in the movie also. There we go.
I told you. See, he gets it. He gets it.
God, I'm
So she-
surrounded by lunatics. Anyway,
She runs outside. Darcy is there with the police. Ian is being patted down. They're about to get arrested.
Do you know this guy? Well,
Jane's super
he's
upset.
my intern. He's my intern's intern.
Jane's upset that the police are going to take over because they're going to call the feds, and then S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to take over the whole area.
Yeah, we had
Unimpeded access.
Yeah, unrestricted access. Jane, you were gone for 5 hours. Oh.
That's a hell of a night.
Yeah.
And then while they're talking, it starts raining, and then around them, it's dry.
Completely
It's
dry.
Like Minecraft. You ever look up in Minecraft and there's just a circle of not rain?
Yeah.
So then she notices this, and she turns around, and Thor's
Boom, Thor, also not getting rained on.
he's just kind of standing there.
See, I can understand why Jane wasn't getting rained on because the ether's doing some mystical shit.
It was Thor.
It was Thor?
It was Thor.
I thought it was...
Because when she starts leaving, it rains on Darcy.
Yeah, that's why I thought... Wow, this is a revelation.
And then he turns it off later.
I genuinely thought...
Darcy literally goes, "Is this you?" And then he looks up and he turns the rain off.
I didn't know that. I honestly thought it was just raining and the ether was shielding her from the rain.
Then how is Thor protected?
That's
in
what
the
I was
exact
about. That's
same-
what I was about to say. I was
Oh.
like, well, then why is Thor not getting rain? Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
But he's
no.
the god of thunder, not the god of rain.
Yet anytime when he shows up in Avengers, what starts to happen before he shows up? Thunder.
You know
and it
what?
starts to rain.
Just because you're
and
right,
then Loki is
doesn't
like,
mean you have to say it.
I'm not overly fond of what follows. You know?
So Jane and Thor meet up again since the first movie.
And then she slaps him, and then she slaps him again.
Twice.
He's Thor, so he doesn't feel it, but he's
like,
kind
what
of
the fuck?
he's kind of perplexed.
It's like, in my reality, we live so long, and like these moments away are nothing. You know, it's
So
he
Jane
never.
she's upset that he never came back.
Yeah.
Thor had his duties. She saw him in the Battle of New
He's
York.
like, dude was like, dude, I was preventing a massacre. She's like, that.
Could have been.
That's a good excuse as far as excuses go.
Thor believes fate brought them back together, and they're about to smooch.
And
But then Darcy comes in and asking, "Is the rain is your fault? The rain?
Hey,
How's space?
how's space?
Space is fine."
Space is fine.
And then we go to Ian. He's being patted down, and then the police go to Jane. They're like, "You're trespassing on private property. We're gonna get you out of here." And then as he goes to grab her, boom, boom, Aether explosion.
Yeah.
Now I gotta say, I can understand on a surface level why the cops immediately go into panic mode here, but you gotta think Thor. You gotta think Thor is
Yeah, like how do they
immediately
not know
recognizable, right? Like
that,
even
like,
ignoring
New York
ignore
just
the
happened.
ignore the fact that like he just came from the sky and he wasn't hiding. He's an alien. They can see he's mystical of some kind. His face would have been on TV everywhere. Like there's a later newsreel where they mention that Dr. Eric Selvig was quote unquote involved with the Battle of New York. So Eric Selvig is a known figure now. You would think one of the 6 Avengers would be immediately recognizable.
Well,
These cops just don't mention it at all.
When they're at Greenwich, the people in the library are like filming outside. They're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
they
look,
can-
it's
they
Thor."
can tell.
Oh, it's Thor. He's swinging his hammer and everything.
So then the cops are like, well, we gotta arrest Jane Foster because she's dangerous. And Thor's like,
No,
are you
she's
fucking
dangerous.
kidding me?
Well, I mean, she just blew up in front of him, like, and then he's like, "We need some armed police here."
So Thor immediately locks in. He grabs Jane, and they Bifrost out of here.
He takes her to Asgard.
They take a piece of like the cars, like parked right there.
Yeah.
And then when they go to Heimdall, you see
And then
it.
he
Like,
literally just goes, whoop.
well, you
dodges
probably
it.
saw it coming.
Yeah.
So Jane
He
is
just dodges it
is she the
It's
first?
right in front of me, isn't it?
She's the first human on Asgard, probably.
Probably.
First mortal.
Yeah.
maybe?
Quite possibly.
I think probably the first mortal, because it seems like Odin has like outlawed mortals being on Asgard because he's like, she's mortal, she's not supposed to be here. Guards, take her back to Asgard, you know?
Take her back to Asgard.
Take her back to Midgard, sorry.
So then Heimdall's like, "Welcome to Asgard." Then we go to, I don't know how to say this, Malekith battlefield.
Malekith world.
Fart planet. It's all green. It's all green. Whatever. They're on the battlefield. He's like, "Man, this is where we lost." And then they want to protect their dark legacy and restore their planet or their world. And he swears revenge on the Asgardians.
See, it's coming out of your mouth, and you can hear how stupid it sounds, right?
Yeah.
Their dark legacy.
Their dark legacy.
They gotta turn off the lights.
They gotta turn off. They gotta save the whole universe from light. They gotta. What did they got rid of it of the plague. They calling light plague now.
There's a movie that. There's a movie from DreamWorks called Rise of the Guardians, where the villain wants to just make everything dark. And he was a better villain than these fuckers.
Who want to make the entire universe dark.
And we also meet his right-hand man, Algrim. Which we'll get to a bit later. We went to Asgard. Jane is being analyzed by the doctors. She makes a reference to the
Quantum fusion, the
generator.
quantum realm.
No, the quantum
Scott
generator.
Ant-Man
Whatever it
Lang.
was. And then it was...
It's a soul forge, but it works
Soul forge.
the same, whatever.
Does it transfer energy from one place?
And then Odin shows up, and he tells Thor to get Jane the hell out of here.
What the fuck? He's like so livid too.
You told your dad about me?
unnecessary. You told your dad about me? Oh, that moment was. Who do you think you are? I'm Odin, king of Asgard.
And she just kind of meekly goes,
Oh, I know who you are, Jane Foster.
But Thor tries to tell Odin something's wrong with her. You know, we gotta look into this. And then, as the guards are trying to take her away,
They have doctors on Earth. They have healers on Earth. They're called doctors.
another ether burst happens.
Because they tried to take her away. And then he's like, oh.
He scans her arm, and he sees
just like
ether
the red.
running through.
It's like, whoa.
Odin's kind of an asshole.
His character takes a dive bomb in this movie. Like, it's such potential, and then he's just such a dick in this.
He's kind of an asshole.
It aggravates me to no extent what they did.
He wasn't particularly outstanding in Thor 1.
No.
But, like, you could understand why he was doing why he did.
Exactly.
He's just
It felt like reasons behind it. This just felt...
like he's mauling the whole movie.
Yeah, it didn't feel like there was much intention behind it. It was just like, oh, this is Thor bringing his lover here. What the fuck? Like, why is he doing?
Get out of my house!
Yeah, like I gotta go quell a teenage uprising, bring a girl home. What the fuck? Like, you know, like that's what it feels like, and it's just.
I
like,
didn't invite your girlfriend over for dinner.
Yeah, like why?
And then we get some exposition. Relics that predate the universe itself. Yeah. One of them is in her now. Interestingly, we get some...
They're talking about the Infinity Stones.
The 9 realms are not eternal. There was a dawn and dusk. Before that dawn, the Dark Elves were messing around. Eternal night, blah, blah, blah. Weapon out of the darkness, the Aether. While the other relics appear as stones, the Aether is fluid and ever-changing. Obviously, stones referencing another colorful bunch. Changes matter into dark matter. Seeking out host bodies like Venom, drawing strength from their life force.
You just notice how we're talking and just drawing.
It's just so...
I was about to make a We Are Aether joke. And then I was like, Aether wouldn't be the worst name for a superhero or villain or something like that. Like,
they named the Infinity Stone. So we got the Tesseract for space. We got the Aether for reality. Did the orb, right? Did they just call it
the orb? They just called it the orb.
The orb.
And that's the
purple
power stone.
And that's it, right?
And that's it for what we know.
Well, the
Eye of Agamotto.
Time Stone is inside the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah. The Soul Stone's just been the Soul Stone. You just have to go to the planet to get it. And then what's the last
It's the Red Skull Stone.
The Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone? Oh, that was just in the Scepter. Yeah. We don't see it.
Yes, that was just that out. Oh.
Yeah, we see it in the Scepter, and then it's in Vision.
Anyways, King Bor, Dark Elves, War, long-lasting peace. Odin believes Aether was destroyed. Odin thinks the Dark Elves are all dead, but they're not.
Well, the long-lasting peace contrasts to the previous long-lasting peace with the, I almost said the Dark Elves, with the Frost Giants, because that was a deliberate peace treaty. Meanwhile, Bor just kind of nuked the Dark Elves.
Yeah, just
kill
them all!
Kind of said there was a peace, and people just went along with it.
Yeah, well, what's that saying? History goes to the victors?
History is written by the victors.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to try and vindicate the Dark Elves.
No, but he was literally like, yeah, we slaughtered them all, but just tell the people we beat them.
We beat them.
And then tell them we destroyed the relic, but really just bury it deep.
Well, genuinely, let's bury it in the fucking desert of the Dark World. Bro, to put it in the throne room, you're Asgard.
Well, they didn't want... I guess they didn't have the. He didn't have the. I don't know, but like why?
Because that's another thing that doesn't make sense.
Maybe I want to call him Yor. Maybe Bor didn't know it was an Infinity Stone, but then why wouldn't he know?
He knew it was powerful. Put it in the throne room. But there's another thing that doesn't make sense to me. Why did they wake up after the Aether went into Jane? Like, could they not? It was already in the Dark World.
Yeah, but it wasn't active. It was just dormant.
Would it have been dormant in the little fucking Minecraft cubes if it was in the throne room? Or was it the fact that it was in the Dark World that kept them from finding it? That's something that's not really clearly indicated.
I think it was... I don't think anyone in Asgard knew it was still there. I think the only people
I'm not saying they deliberately left it in the Dark World because they knew it would wake them up. I think they didn't know. But in terms of why they woke up in the first place, was it because it was removed from the Dark World, or was it because it was put into Jane?
It's because it was it activated as soon as it touched Jane. So that activation of it released its power, and that power spark
woke up the
energy spark
Dark Elves.
woke up the Dark Elves. Yes, That's what did
So
it.
then all of this could have been avoided if they
she
put
ju-
it in the fucking throne room.
Yes. Or if Jane didn't reach her arm underneath a floating rock to touch a red substance.
She's a scientist. Scientists
I know.
do crazy,
I know.
stupid
I know.
shit.
Listen, if I was in the same situation, I'd probably stick my hand under the
Yeah,
head
but
too.
we don't know Thor. We would get super cancer and then die.
We come back to Malekith on the ship.
Or have just a bunch of army dark elves chasing us. What the fuck? Anyway, yes. Back to
Man,
Malekith.
I'd look behind me. There's a bunch of fucking dark elves. Am I on the naughty list? Is this how they deal with? Is this how they deal with naughty listers?
Dude, it's October. It's not even December yet.
I thought I was supposed to get coal, not a stab through the heart.
No, what would be a funnier month this time? It's like middle of spring. It's like June.
March 1st, I look behind me. Santa's coming with an army of dark elves.
What the fuck? Hey, it's not December yet. I thought I had time.
They should make a sequel where Malekith is just the underling to Santa Claus.
God.
Wait, who's the evil Santa?
No, he's Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus.
He's Krampus.
Is he Krampus or is he the underling to
Krampus.
Krampus?
No, he's Krampus.
He is
Yes,
Krampus.
he's Krampus.
He is Krampus. I want to see Malekith v Santa: Dawn of Justice.
Don't. No, let's get back to the movie. I'd rather talk about that
Would
now.
rather
Let's
talk
go.
about the movie?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No. Anyway, what are we up to?
Malekith.
Malekith puts
Gives.
the rock into that one guy, says it will
Oh, yeah,
eventually
he
kill
stabs
you,
him.
but until that happens, you'll be really, really strong. And the guy's like,
nothing
I will
will-
sacrifice myself for the cause. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to kill them all. And then he disguises himself as one of the savages that get arrested and sent to Asgard's jail cells, dungeons, where he will be to be continued.
Yeah, the dude gets he gets stabbed and like shoved. There's a curse that gets shoved in him, and it's like it sounds so graphic.
Couldn't he just eat it?
No, he doesn't want it to activate then. He wants to activate it when he's already in the dungeon.
It takes 6 hours to digest stuff. He could have just eaten it.
We don't know how long it took him to get to the dungeon. It could have been longer. He's got to find a savage camp. He's got to get a disguise.
Infiltrate them.
He's got to infiltrate it. Then
Rise
he's got
the
to
ranks. Kill a bunch of people on whatever rule this
Arrested.
is. Get arrested. Get sent to the dungeon and Hulk out.
Yes.
Lady Sif and the Warriors 3 return back with a big group of soldiers and savages into the Heimdall room. They walk through. We see the imposter guy walking in also.
Gives a look
Heimdall.
towards the camera.
Heimdall also looks at him, a little suspicious.
Yeah, he gives those like suspicious eyes.
The guards take him to the dungeon. Loki gets a visit from Frigga. Frigga's trying to reason with Loki, but he's just like not having
I
it.
brought you books you can read. Oh yeah, ma, I love to read for eternity. God.
Loki says Odin and she are not his parents. It's pretty messed up.
Am I not your mother?
No.
You are not. You can see like, oh, that was.
He's
That
so
was
mean.
that's
Tom
amazing.
Hiddleston is a great actor.
He's acting his ass
So
off in this
fucking
movie.
good.
I think more than
He
like
gave
anyone.
way too much effort.
More than
This
anyone
movie,
else.
Like Loki also holds.
This movie didn't deserve the effort that Tom Hiddleston put in.
On the writing. Yeah, no.
I mean, at least they handled Loki, generally speaking, pretty well.
Yeah, no. I think they did Loki fine.
It was just
justice in
fucking
this way. It's
dark
just-
elves.
It really is just the dark elves that.
Any
really
other
brought it
villain in this
down.
movie would be like a solid 6 out of 10. At least. Any other villain.
Throw Justin Hammer in there.
10 out of 10 movie. I want to see
Hammer
Justin Hammer versus Thor and his hammer.
Hammer.
So there's one super last note. She puts his hands out for Loki to grab, but they disappear.
Yeah.
An illusion, which we'll get back to that later.
Well, she's.
Well, she has the power to
Yeah,
do that.
she's the one who taught Loki how to do that.
Yes.
So she's the witch, as Loki will say.
Then we cut to Thor and Jane walking around Asgard. Jane asks, how did Heimdall know something was wrong? Because he could see her.
I could see everything. Duh.
Thor says he believes she was between worlds. The 9 realms travel.
Link Between Worlds, Legend of Zelda. Nintendo 3DS.
Anyway, what I wanted to mention before was when Jane first arrives, Heimdall greets her and welcomes her to Asgard. You haven't seen Love and Thunder yet.
No.
But at the end of Love and Thunder, Heimdall's the one...
Yeah.
Right?
I don't care about spoilers for Love and Thunder. I don't know how it ends.
I
don't think they care either.
Jane ends up dying.
Yeah.
Heimdall's dead, obviously.
And when Asgardians die, they go to
Valhalla. They go to Valhalla when they die.
She goes to Valhalla?
Goes to Valhalla.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And is greeted
by
Heimdall. And he's like, welcome to Valhalla. So I thought that was a cool, connection between this movie and
so we know that there's multiple afterlives in the MCU.
Yes.
Can you traverse each one when
Probably.
you're dead?
Probably.
Just imagine commuting from Valhalla to
Well, it's probably a lot dimensions and stuff, So it's probably
Just imagine.
realms and stuff.
Where do they go in Moon Knight? The Reeds? Lake of the Reeds or something?
Yeah.
Could you just commute between the Reeds and Valhalla?
It's just, yo, Mrs. Hippo, take me to Valhalla, please. I feel so bad. I don't know if I forgot her name, that deity.
I haven't seen
She
Moon
was
Knight
just
since
a
it
giant
came out.
hippo, right?
Towret?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it starts with a T. Anywho, 9 realms, Yggdrasil, orbiting around it every 5,000 years, the worlds align perfectly. This is called the convergence. Mm-hmm. During this phenomenon, the borders between worlds become blurred, and you can teleport between worlds at specific points, such as the warehouse.
Yeah, the line, basically the planets are overlapping each other.
Yes, but
Another thing that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But whatever.
And once these worlds pass out of alignment, the connection can get lost.
And then you no longer can walk to the dark world from London.
I'm going to be honest, if I was in London and I walked into the dark world, I don't think I'd notice.
I think you'd notice.
London's pretty lame.
I think you'd go from bustling streets to plains of desert
I'd just be like, wow, is this Crime Alley?
Oh, no.
Should I go back to my hotel?
So they kiss. Frigga then walks in. Yeah. Thor introduces Jane to his mom.
This is my mother. Oh, lets go of his hand. What are you doing? You can't just introduce me to your mother, the queen, like that.
I don't know if it was this
These
scene or
little
a
moments.
previous one or a following one, but Lady Sif kind of gives Jane
That's
a
later.
glare.
I think this is one of those moments. Yeah.
It was very amusing.
Around here.
It's a little
at
later.
least.
Then we go back to the prison. The cursed guy is when he takes out the ether pod, activates it. He turns it into a curse. Is what they call that form.
Killed everyone in the cell.
The other prisoners are freaking out. He eventually they all get vaporized in that room.
Except one, apparently, where he uses them to just... I'm going to use this to break open the cell.
I would not want to be the guy who is the battering ram.
Yeah.
That would
You not only
suck.
lived the
I think I'd rather,
vaporizing,
Yeah,
you
you
also
would
get
rather
bashed
I
in
think
the...
I'd rather be vaporized.
Quicker way to go.
Way to go.
No hurting, just...
They find my head
And
over
then
there, my
and then
legs
it
over
takes
there.
him one punch. One punch. Anyway,
Loki gets up, hearing all this commotion. The cursed guy breaks out of the cell. He burns the two guards that are standing there.
Yeah.
He breaks out some other prisoners.
he petrifies them. It's cool. It's weird. It's different. Not just stabby, dead.
Yeah.
Again, horrible way to go.
Yeah.
He frees everyone except Loki.
He gives him a little stare, and then he's like, nah.
Now Loki tells him to take the stairs to the left.
You might want to take those staircase to your left. Fucking Loki.
So Loki got Frigga killed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That was, yeah.
I mean, if you see,
Because that guy never makes it to the throne
Loki.
room where Odin would have been.
he's trying to lead him towards Odin, but he inadvertently leads him towards Frigga.
What a bastard.
Yeah.
So
Damn it, Tom Hiddleston. How could you?
He makes up for it in his own show. I think so.
Well, that version of Loki hadn't done that.
He hadn't done it yet,
He's
but it
yet
was
from
still
his-
technically his future.
Well, it's never going to
It's
happen to that
his.
version of Loki because it's
But I think he watched
diverts.
Yeah, no.
He does watch it.
He's like, this is your life. Like, you're on a timeline. This is what was supposed to happen. You weren't supposed to be here.
But
you were supposed to do this. Yes. Sorry.
So a prison break commences. Guards are fighting prisoners. Yada yada. Then we go to Frigga, telling Thor to lock in, and she will protect Jane. Because obviously at this point, she's like, prisoners.
Prisoners, go! I got her.
It's cool. He jumps off the balcony as the hammer swoops in. He flips around and flies to it.
I love Mjolnir.
He has his moments.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Warriors fight off the guards. The Warriors 3, I think, are there.
Yeah.
Then Thor arrives. He's like, I don't know if he said something, but he eventually just gets punched in the face. And he's like,
and he's like, go back in your cells and I give you my word, no more harm will come to you. And then he gets walloped in the face and he's like, okay, I don't give you my word. And he just starts beating him up.
beating people up. Meanwhile, Odin is prepping, but he tells Frigga it's just like a skirmish. Nothing to really worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
There's
There's not an entire prison riot on her
And
hands.
Jane's also there, so Lady Sif is walking by. She gives her a glare for some reason.
Well, for some reason.
This is the lady this mortal gets
this human broad.
This guy gets that monster cock. What
That's
the fuck?
crazy. Thundercock.
Yeah, certain love and thunder.
Oh yeah.
Yes, just 2 thumbs up.
So Frigga and Jane walk away. Now, this scene, I think, is one of the coolest in this whole movie. It's Heimdall at his post, and he senses a ship flying, like an
hears
invisible
it or
ship
something.
flying in. So
It's
he
like, something's not right.
Climbs up the bridge.
He jumps
Grenade,
off.
is it a grenade or
onto
he
the
stabs
thing.
he stabs it.
He stabs it. The
With
whole
2
thing
knives.
comes down. He thinks he's achieved victory, and he turns around, and there's like 50,000 much bigger ships.
No, it's the big giant
Mothership.
The one
Uncloaks.
big giant ship, and then a
then
bunch of
sends,
50,000 ships
like
come
3
out
or
of it.
4 mini ships.
So an invasion.
This is
happening.
the first invasion of Asgard, maybe ever, right? Maybe ever.
Battleships are flying in.
They got some cool ships, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But like,
And then we got the Asgard boats.
they were kind of neat in the fact that I could see they're like Viking boats,
Yeah, no, they were cool.
but they're also
like,
flying boats.
it's
Like,
just- you got this like cool encased shell flipping around ship, and then you just got a boat, flying boat.
see, we have humanity has flying boats, and they're just planes that can land on water. These are just flying fucking boats.
Yeah,
I think at this point, Heimdall activates like a little force field.
yeah.
thingy
He starts the force
Which
field,
doesn't
It
last
prevents-
very long
no,
at all.
but it prevents it for like a spade.
I think it gets
like a minute.
Most of one
Like
guy.
a minute.
But then the cursed elf who's already in the castle, he destroys the power core,
Yeah.
and the whole thing comes crashing down.
And then the one ship that has Malekith on it
Flies directly into the throne room.
What if the one that did blow up against the shield had Malekith in it? Oh, movie over.
Well,
Done.
they
Invasion
obviously
stopped.
wouldn't have. They're not going to send them to the front line.
No, duh. I know. I'm just.
A lot less people would have died if they did.
Yeah. What if he wanted to be like lead the charge?
Heroic, yes!
Invasion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was fun while it lasted.
But they crash land in the throne room, literally, right? Yeah. The throne. It's guns versus shields and spears.
Well, we cut back to Thor and the warriors. They've
Oh,
defeated
yes,
the
yes,
prisoners
yes.
prisoner at this point. Thor gives Loki a look, and I think he senses maybe something is going awry with his mother. Which
Who senses it, Loki?
Thor,
Thor.
because he'll eventually go there later. Asgardian ships are approaching. The guards are approaching the crashed ship. The dark elves, they shoot them with lasers, I think, at first, and then they pop out of the ship, and then it's open fire.
Yeah.
They throw the dark matter grenade launcher things. People start warping and
Warping into each other, and then Malekith shows up, and he's like casually walking, and he looks at the throne.
There's a slow-mo walk with Malekith, like they really want you to think he's a cool villain, and
Yeah,
it's just a
and
guy
just-
walking
oh,
in
yeah,
slow motion.
Literally. And he grabs one of the grenades and just was like, I'm gonna blow up the throne.
I mean, no shade to the actor, but the guy was just kind of staring. Like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel a thing. He was just literally just walking in slow-mo. with like the music, and
it was supposed to be like badass.
It was
moments
supposed
were
to be
taking
like
over.
badass.
Yeah.
And it was just a guy walking in slow motion.
See, then Odin.
Even the grenade throwing was in slow motion.
And he got like such a limp wrist when he throws it. Like this is just such a non.
Like why
it's
couldn't he just like at
throw.
least like he had to do like an under like one like a wimpy underhand throw,
Like the worst part about Frigga dying isn't the fact that she's dead; it's that the fucking dark elves got her.
Yes.
Like it should have.
Yes.
It should have been the Justin Hammer. Should have been like the Frost Giants or Thanos or something. The fucking dark elves.
Yeah. In this nothing of a movie,
There's nothing of a movie. Major character arc for Thor because the fucking dark elves were being petty.
Mm-hmm. Like, where's the Aether? I will not give
I
it to
believe
you.
you.
I believe
Stab
you.
gone.
Well, just to jump ahead to that
Yeah,
moment,
we're
Jane's
jumping ahead.
also in that room. He goes to talk to Jane, and then he realizes it's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
She's not there.
We see more of the witch because Malekith calls her witch as soon as projection goes. Jane's projection goes away, and then we basically see that this is where Loki's been studying. I think at one moment, what does it say? You got her tricks, but I got his trust or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So Loki studied witchery under Frigga. I thought that was
It came in
pretty
handy during his time as a
Everything.
supervillain.
Yeah.
But yeah, Frigga's dead. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Thor makes it at the very end. He's over.
Is not able to get them in time.
He throws the hammer.
Throws the hammer twice.
Doesn't make.
No.
I think the cursed elf was also there. He grabbed because he strikes Malekith in the face.
I'm sorry.
With lightning,
The,
yeah.
the cursed elf. It's just,
I mean, that's what he is, the
I know.
curse.
It's just this the cursed elf. Oh no! Everyone run! It's the cursed elf. Santa's mad, guys.
All right, but then if you saw him, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, fair."
Yeah, but
and then you
the cursed elf.
fucking run.
So Malekith gets away, even though he got a big scorch mark on his face
Yes,
now.
he's got scorched, and he's not doing so well, and he must rest.
So Frigga's dead. Odin sees her dead, and he's sad. Jane's sad. Everybody's sad. Frigga's
Loki
Sad.
dead.
sensed that he should probably be sad right now.
He's like, "What the fuck?"
He does like a weird like
Something
energy
happened.
burst to throw
Well,
away.
and then he gets told. That's why a guard comes, tells him probably, "Oh hey, Frigga's dead," and then he's like, "Oh thank you for letting me know." And then he gets up, and then he
I
goes,
can't imagine Loki would have been like, "Thank you for telling me." He would have just
No,
been
he
like,
doesn't.
Leave me.
No, he.
I want to be alone, so I can be dramatic.
No, he gives a nod that basically says that. He didn't outwardly say that. He just like basically gave that nod of like
Like okay,
yeah.
acknowledged.
Acknowledgement. That's the word I was looking for.
During this time, we have a special Asgardian funeral for Frigga.
Yeah.
A big ceremony, almost like a Viking
This
funeral.
part
Lots
was
of
kinda neat.
lights. Yeah, lots. This one was just cool to see. You know, these shots were just cool.
This isn't the movie's
And pretty.
fault, but my first thought was, what if he misses with the arrow? It was just the first thing that went through my mind. Like I would not have been the archer because I would have just been.
A lot of pressure.
Nope.
Get Hawkeye.
Nope. Yeah, they get Hawkeye.
Yeah, they needed Hawkeye. Hey Barton. Yeah, my mom died. Can you just come to Asgard real quick for this?
Could you be the pallbearer?
Can you just be the arrow shooter, please?
And then we cut to Selvig giving a nice presentation on the alignment and the convergence.
Yeah, he's basically giving his theory
He
on
knows.
convergence. Yeah,
He
he
knows.
proved it.
He uses two shoes to represent the things.
So,
And we see he's in a like,
Looney bin.
it just like cuts.
Any
to the-
questions? Can I have my shoe
Can I have
back?
my shoe back?
Stan Lee wants his shoe
Stan
back.
Lee.
How'd he
There's his cameo.
What's he doing in there?
He got himself put in a loony bin
It
so he could
there were
see
a lot
Eric
of old
Selvig.
people. It could have also just been an old people home too. Like it could have doubled. Is that a thing that things do? Like half loony bin, half.
It looked more, yeah, I don't know. It looked more like a retirement home that like had
crazy
people in it.
It could have also just been a loony bin whose main residents also just happened to be old people.
That's true, yeah.
It could have just been crazy. But then what did
Crazy
Stan Lee
old
do? You know what?
He got
He's
himself
the-
admitted because he's a watcher.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say that. He's telling
What do you
people,
mean?
He's telling people his Watcher stories, and they throw him in the loony bin.
And then he's like, "Oh, this is perfect. I get to watch Eric Selvig now." Oh, you need my shoe? Yeah, here you
Knowing
go.
he's right the entire
Yeah,
time.
Here's my shoe.
I like the idea that
And then I messed with him. I asked for my shoe back.
Stan Lee Watcher is just like, I know all this shit. Give me my shoe back.
He's like, "Oh, that's why you wanted my shoe."
Tell
Yeah,
me
I already
something
know
I don't
this.
know.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna tell me something new.
Meanwhile, Malekith needs energy to restore his face because he hurts.
Yeah, and he is being basically put back into the first thing we see him awake from.
His pod.
His pod, like it's not really a pod. It's just this one thing arm that like covers like a hoodie kind of thing.
This movie's fucking stupid.
So,
And then it like keeps him floating in the air too. It looks
Whatever.
So weird.
This is stupid. Well, that's the episode. I can't do this anymore.
Connor walks out.
we still got a lot more movie to go through. We see Jane having an ether nightmare as the world of Asgard goes all red and her eyes go black.
Yeah, she's basically getting a cue in to what
Could happen if they don't stop him.
Yeah, of what Malekith wants to do.
And then
Basically, like the Reality Stone showing her the reality of what could be.
and then some guards take her somewhere. We don't know. Then we cut to Zachary Levi Shazam saying that Asgard is
Purple
defense.
guy.
Purple guy.
Chuck!
Chuck.
So many names. for
Purple Chuck.
Purple Chuck Shazam. Asgard is defenseless after this invasion. The big shield is destroyed, and there's a lot of damage everywhere. Thor says that Odin took Jane prisoner because she was taken
what
by
the
guards
fuck?
somewhere.
She's under protective custody.
Thor wants revenge on Malekith for everything he did to Asgard, but Asgard has the ether, so Odin believes he will come back to them.
Odin's basically like, dude, we can just wait. He'll come back to us. And then we can just sacrifice all of our men to kill him.
Until every
And
last...
Thor's like,
relax.
counterpart, you're right, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, and it's like,
Let's do something.
Let's do something else that doesn't sacrifice all our men, all our 10,000 men.
Odin's kind of stupid in this movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
get
he did
his wife
character
just
so
his
dirty.
wife just died. I get it, but like, bro,
That Odin sleep must have messed him up.
Must have not been
Odin
that good of a
coma.
sleep.
Thor wants to kill the ether and Malekith.
you know
That is
what?
he wants to do.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but when you mentioned the Odin sleep, it reminded, there's a part where Odin like groans in
Yeah.
this movie, and my first thought, if he fucking sleep, if he fucking goes to sleep, I'm turning this off. And then he didn't. Thank God. You noticed that too,
yes.
right?
Yes, there is a moment.
I think it's
where
during
like
this
he
second-
And again,
groans.
it's around here. He just groans and like starts like shift. Like if he fucking passes out,
If he goes back into another Odin sleep.
I would have been so mad.
But yeah, Thor wants to kill everyone. Odin says war is war, people will die, blah, blah, blah. And yeah. Then we cut to Darcy. Darcy is in her apartment with Ian. She's concerned because Jane and now Eric are both MIA. They don't know where they are. She tried calling S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't know where. And she tried calling everyone: Eric, Jane, Thor.
I kind of find
Shield.
I find it kind of odd that Shield is ignoring our calls. Like I feel like they get like a low level like rep to be like, hey, I know you're vaguely related to us, so just give us a moment. We'll call back in like 3 to 5 business weeks.
I feel like it'd be different if it was Jane.
Now,
but
we
it's
haven't
not.
watched
maybe.
the next movie yet.
Age
but do we...
of no
No.
Captain
Yes.
2. Captain 2.
Do we think that maybe that's happening at the same time? And that's why...
Not
S.H.I.E.L.D.
around. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's. I feel like we'd have known if it was the same shit as Fury's Big Week, where they're all like the same week. They make it very explicit.
Okay.
Like even before What If, that was like a known fact about the MCU. Is that those 3 movies? It was Hulk, Thor, and Iron Man 2 are all the same week. That was like a known thing. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about, but all we have to work with is they're not answering Darcy's calls. Like I would think maybe she'd get one guy on the phone, but at the same time, I'm not too surprised that they're screening Darcy's calls.
I don't think she's high on
Well,
priority.
even like the warehouse stuff with the anomalies. I mean, they were.
See, that was what I was thinking.
They were even in Thor 1 when that hammer came down. They were there immediately.
But that was also
But
the
those
first
anomalies-
alien. That was like the first alien contact. I guess
Like,
since
period.
I was about to say in human history, but like since Captain Marvel,
Yeah, and that was largely kept
30,
under wraps.
20 years earlier,
Yeah.
and that was kept up under wraps. They wanted to keep that under wraps. This is post Battle of New York.
So would they be more alert to it then?
I guess not.
Well,
we also don't. They don't know it's aliens.
I think the convergence might also be happening elsewhere on the planet. Like, I don't think London is the sole place that.
See, but the
things
thing
like
about
this is
that
happening.
is near the end of the movie when they're all going through all the portals and they're in different spots. Not once do they go to like another part of Earth. It's always just London.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna film the fight.
Well, you know,
That's what the
it's more. They can afford it.
I know,
I
but
just-
I'm like, they're gonna keep it in the general area.
Well, the
You can't even, like,
convergence
They're gonna
stuff is
save
there.
that for Doctor Strange when they
But you
send
just
them
flat
to
out-
the
you just
desert.
flat out can't see anything other than like other planets inside the portals. Like even like on the side, you can see through them. There's one point where you can see through them, and it's just other worlds. Like what I got from it, how I interpreted it, was that the convergence happens on one spot in every world, and that's just where they link up.
Well, my issue with that is the convergence where the final battle happens and where the warehouse is are two different locations.
Yeah, but relative to the size of the Earth, it's still a very small spot.
Maybe they moved. I don't know.
It's
they're
still,
moving
I
until they
don't,
line
I
up.
don't,
I guess I could see
I still think that Shield might be like,
dealing with it the same thing somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's just never mentioned ever in any movie.
yeah,
They're just brushing off Dark
we're
Worlds.
we're basically theorizing on very small snippets
Yeah.
of information here, like.
But yeah, Darcy's trying to call Shield. They won't call her back. She leaves a voicemail for Eric, and then I think Ian's on looking at the TV.
What'd you say his name was again?
Dr. Selvig.
They see the newscast from earlier. Of
The freeze frame at the end of the news thing of just on his face with like, yeah, he was arrested. He ran around Stonehenge naked, trying to save everyone.
Rip to a real one.
right
What's
after-
the next?
It looks like it's Heimdall and Thor.
This is where
Yeah, they're talking
Thor-
about what to do.
Yeah,
And they're
he's like,
basically like, we want to do something.
I'm
We
down,
know
I
it's
need
gonna
your
be-
help.
We know it's going to be treason. How do we do it so that we maximize our chances of success?
yeah, and
So
he's
that-
basically asking Heimdall for advice and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he goes and invites his warriors.
Yep.
And then there's the cool with the plan of action. This moment is cool, right? Is this
Where
the
it's
plan
cutting
of
back and-
action?
cutting back and
It's
forth?
back and forth
Yes.
between
We see Thor and the
Thor
warriors.
talking about the plan. He's like,
As
he's
it's-
going to betray you
As it's played
as
out.
it's playing out. I thought this part of the movie
It was
was,
just kinda
probably really well shot, at
Yeah.
least,
Yeah.
and really well done. I liked this moment. He's like, yeah, Loki will betray you, and like everyone is like, he will betray you, and then he's
Let me
going to
guess.
betray you.
You're going to kill me?
Yeah, and
There's
then-
going to be a line.
Apparently, there's going to be a line. A line already exists. Whatever he said, it was so funny. Oh, the moment where Loki's walking down the hall.
I will say,
God bless America.
God bless. Oh, the confidence surging. God bless.
before he breaks him out of his cell, we see Loki grieving on the floor.
Yes,
His
this
room's
is
a
my
complete
true
mess.
form, brother.
Not taking it well at all.
He's very
yeah,
upset.
Do you think he is aware of the fact that he led?
Immediately, yes.
I think so, yeah.
Immediately, yes.
And
I
that's
think
why
he blames himself immediately for the death of Frigga.
He's super sad. And then Thor says they want to get vengeance.
Yeah,
Vengeance
he's
on
like,
this
I don't
guy."
trust you, but we need your help.
We need you, and you want vengeance. So
Yeah.
let's make a deal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's
And
at,
also,
I wish I could
I'll kill
trust
you if you
brother.
betray me.
Yeah, I will kill you.
if it's at this part they mentioned that they need to get off of Asgard, but they can't because the Bifrost is disabled
Yes.
per the King's
No
orders.
ships in or out.
Yes, so they need Loki's secret tunnel to get out of here.
Well, we know from the first Thor movie that he's the one who brought the Frost Giants
Yeah.
in the first place. So
that's why
he
they need
knows.
Loki's help.
Yes.
So here's the weird part. That little secret tunnel that he has goes to the dark world. So how the hell did he get the
I
frostbite?
think it's like...
Can you choose where
Yeah.
you go from the tunnel?
I think it's
How?
something like that. Or maybe he just knows of multiple
There might
tunnels,
be multiple tunnels
that
maybe.
connects to certain places.
Well, why would he know where the tunnel for the dark world is?
Trial and error?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, while he was looking for the Jotunheim door, he found the Dark World door, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess.
or it could work similarly to how the Bifrost
You
does.
just think about it.
Think about it, and it picks a, location, and you get shot there.
So yeah, then we cut to a hallway. Thor and Loki are walking down a hallway. Loki transforms to a couple different things. He turns into a guard, which
Yeah.
I think is interesting to note for the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah. Is it the same? Is it the same guard?
Probably.
It's the same armor. I mean, I don't know.
I know it's the same armor
Yeah.
and the same staff.
I'm looking at
I
it
can't
now.
remember
It's
if
just
it's
like
the
a
same
guy.
guard.
But yeah,
Same
he turns
guy.
into a guard. He turns into our lovable Captain America.
He turns Thor into Lady Sif.
Yes.
And then Thor's like, it won't hurt any less when I kill you in this form.
Loki kind of a freak for real.
Well, he's like, you look ravishing. I'm like, dude, that's your brother.
He's goofing.
And then Cap.
It turns into Cap. I can feel the confidence surge. Oh, Chris Evans. You can tell Chris Evans had
Having a
so
blast.
much fun. Just, I get to mock my Captain America
He's
character.
honestly he's kind of in the same vein as Human Torch, where he's just like energetic
Yeah,
and goofy.
yeah. It definitely feels more like Chris Evans being more Chris Evans and goofball energy than Cap in that moment. But I think that's
obviously
what they were going for, definitely.
In the
No, they were. Loki was trying to be serious.
He
doesn't know how.
And then the scene ends with him handcuffing Loki.
Yeah. I thought you liked tricks.
A dagger?
Yeah, dagger. My dagger.
Nope.
Yeah, he's gonna give you a dagger in this moment.
He gets handcuffed.
Handcuffs. I like how Loki this entire time is just like putting down the plan, but the plan like works perfectly.
We get a scene of Lady Sif breaking Jane out of her
protective.
Her
custody.
protective, and then she's like, food, eat. I'm not hungry. Good, let's go. See, it's all these one lines that I like about the movie.
I just
they're
wish
funny.
this whole movie was good.
Yeah.
There's a brief scene of Loki and Jane. They say something, and then we see Odin and Heimdall. I think Heimdall calls him over.
Jane
Heimdall.
smacks Loki
Okay.
for...
Then Battle of New York.
That's for New York. Every time I love that's her
Her introduction.
yeah, to both of them in this movie.
You know-
First time she sees Thor in this movie, slaps him. First time she sees Loki, slaps.
You know that clip from Megamind where Roxanne is hitting Metro Man with all the stuff and he's just not moving at all? It's the same thing.
It basically is. They're like, I didn't feel that, but okay. And then, yeah, that's where the Lady Sif goes, if you betray him, I will kill you.
And the next guy, and the next guy,
If you
and the
even
next
think
guy.
about betraying, I will give you.
During this-
There'll be a line.
Heimdall surrenders his post, his position
His
for treason.
Odin's like, Heimdall, why'd you call me out here? What urgent matter do you need to discuss? And
I'm
he's like,
required to tell
I'm-
you when I detect treason.
yes.
Also, it
I'm
was
here
me.
to inform you of treason, my king. Whose? Mine. And then he like pulls the sword out like as if he's going to fight. And then he just holds it. I know.
He's looking cool.
I don't know. It just but like it looks like he's like going to pull it out to like fight Odin or whatever.
He's removing access to the Bifrost, and he's
I know.
also posing for the camera.
Yeah. No, it was just like
He's locking in.
he was clearly told pull this out in an action fashion.
And then Odin tells the guards to go stop Thor by
Yeah.
any means necessary.
And he immediately knows what's going on.
Bro,
He's
he
like,
would. Any
dude.
means necessary is kind of extreme. Like, bro's gonna kill Thor over this.
Well,
I know he's not going to.
He's
but
not going to kill Thor. He's just trying to prevent because he knows that that Thor's trying to take the Aether off of Asgard.
Yeah.
Which is a whole nother problem because if he knows Thor's plan because Thor told Odin his plan of trying to destroy the Aether.
Yeah.
So now we have the whole team: Thor, Jane, and Loki, and the Lady Sif Warriors 3. I think they're all Warriors 2. Oh, is one of them on a different planet? Whatever.
One of them.
They go.
One of them is still on a different planet.
They go to the ship that crashed into the throne hall.
Yes.
And they take it over.
Do you know how to fly this thing?
He's just pushing all the buttons.
I thought, what did you say? I said, how hard could it be?
So yeah, they start flying. I think, one of the warriors stays with the guards that are coming
They
after
slow them
them.
down.
Yeah, the axe guy,
Volstagg.
Volstagg.
It's stuff like this where it's like Thor and Loki and their dynamic, where it's like, I wish this movie was better. Because there's bits and pieces of a good movie in here.
Them in the cockpit of this ship is great Loki.
Exactly. Outstanding.
It's fantastic.
I mean, I saw a long time ago, I saw like a micro clip of this scene, and I thought it was Ragnarok. I just think it's
no.
because it's just they bounce off each other.
Yeah,
so
no,
well.
they do. The Chris Hemsworth and
Tom
Hiddleston do a really good.
And it's in the dark world.
And it's in the dark world.
It's in
yeah.
the dark world.
Yeah.
It's like this
I
movie
love-
could have been better if it was another movie.
Yeah, and then they're flying about, getting shot at.
Yeah, it's Thor, Loki, and Jane are in this ship.
In the ship, Jane faints at one point.
Yeah.
Then Thor goes like, "Oh, Jane," and she's like, "I'm okay."
Yeah, they're being chased by little boats.
Yeah, literally the boats.
She whispers, "Does that remind you of anything?"
Yeah. At least it's not for the whole movie.
So yeah,
It's not the whole movie. She screams,
that
"Stop!"
That
near
one
the
time
end.
she says stop. Yeah.
Stop.
No, and then we have like Loki criticizing Thor this entire time of the play. Oh yeah, we're just crashing. Congrats, you just decapitated your grandfather.
Loki acts like he's not Thor's brother. He's Thor's brother.
Being Thor's brother, yeah, he's literally the younger brother in this moment, just criticizing.
We're driving the most
everything.
blatantly obvious
Yeah,
shit
blatant
away.
obvious. Crashing into everything.
Thor just
throws him
out
out
of
the
cockpit
window.
and jumps.
Grabs
Loki's
Jane,
screaming
jumps.
down the whole time.
Yes, Thor
And then
takes Jane, and they
Finn-
both
Chuck. His name's Chuck.
purple guy.
Purple guy.
Chuck's there.
They're on a little boat themselves.
Yeah.
They all land safely on a different boat.
He says a funny line to Loki as Loki lands.
Something about how he's always been graceful.
Yeah.
And they ask Loki to take them to his secret passageway
Yeah.
out of
And
Asgard.
then there's one last boat that's chasing him, and he tells Finral or whatever his name is, go deal with that.
Or Asgard.
Thor-
And just jumps
Thor-
down.
Yeah, jumps. And I'm thinking, can't he just get back on the boat?
Nah.
Like, I know it's been like a sacrifice, not sacrificing, but like one
Taking one for the team.
taking one for the team, taking one for the team, taking from we see it with Lady Sif, we see it with Volstagg, and now we see it with him, right? Like they're being left behind one after another on purpose, right? But for them to get away. But like, no one else is chasing you at this point. You're just gonna go back to Asgard in a boat
Loki and Thor's
take your-
plan that we eventually see.
I know.
Jane doesn't know about it, which is probably so that it's believable. I guarantee you none of the other
But they
warriors
don't
knew
know
the plan.
They don't know that plan.
So
either.
maybe Thor
I think
set
they
it
made
up so that
plan.
he wouldn't. I think Thor set it up so that none of them would be there, so they would immediately try and kill Loki. as soon
I
as
think
he gets
that
there.
plan that they use on Malekith is made up while while they're flying in the Dark World. I think they're talking and making up a plan then. I don't
Maybe.
think Thor's made this plan ahead of time and not told the warriors. I think the whole plan was all of them going to the Dark World to take on Malekith.
Maybe.
And then it just so happened
That
like
none of
Lady
them
Sif-
actually make it.
Yeah, exactly. And we end up with just the three. But like, I still think Chuck could have made it. He could have just gotten back.
Maybe
on the boat.
he just was like, you know what? They got it. I'm gonna relax
True.
and right
True.
here.
I'm
not
gonna
dealing with
go
it
land this boat and turn myself in for treason.
because I don't. I'd rather try my luck here than without there.
I'd rather not deal with the dark elves.
I wouldn't either.
I'd
Their
rather
name
not
is
deal
fuck.
with the cursed elf.
I wouldn't either. Their name is fuck.
So Thor and friends, they go through the passageway. They go like in a mountain or whatever,
Very narrow passage.
if it was easy, anyone would do it. Everyone would do it.
and they make it to the Dark World planet.
You're mad. Maybe.
We cut back to Malekith. We see Cursed Elf saying, "We
gotta go. Let's go take down Asgard. Arr, we're ready." And he's like, "Wait, the Aether has come home. We don't need to go nowhere."
Shit, and we're on the boat.
Fucking dark elves.
And then we get cut back to the where they're having an argument, right? And they get into a fight, and then Thor's like, "Frigga wouldn't want us fighting," and then Loki's like, "But she wouldn't be exactly surprised."
Poor Frigga. Worst
Yeah.
possible way to go.
Literally.
Stabbed by a dark elf.
By a cursed elf.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't even Malekith.
It was just the henchman. It was just the fucking henchman.
It was just the cursed elf that was holding on to her. Like, you couldn't just, like, petrify her like you did with the guards or something.
Yeah,
You just
brutal
stab
about it.
her.
Rip.
And then we cut back to Darcy, and they're checking out Selvig from the facility he's
Yeah.
in. They give him his belongings.
Ian
A
pretending
shitload
to
of
be
meds,
his son.
Plus the metallic
Various.
poles.
One wallet, leather wallet, a watch, keys with a key ring with 3 keys, pills,
Various.
various.
They say prescription
And
meds.
it's a
Various.
giant
tub.
bag of just drugs. And then whatever these things are, right, those, thank God.
So yeah, Darcy meets up back with Eric, and
Oh, thank God.
Ian's also there.
Yeah. And then they get outside and they're talking about Jane and stuff like that. And then then Darcy's like, "What the fuck are you looking at, Eric?" He's like, "The birds."
The birds
And then
are-
they just watch the birds disappear.
And they come out of the ground.
Yeah, and I'm
beneath
like,
them.
"Where'd they go?"
I couldn't imagine being that one fucking bird that just gets left there.
Yeah, on the other,
It's like-
the one that stays on
One
the
of
other
them-
planet.
One of them misses the entrance and he's just stuck on like Mars or something.
Yeah, whatever planet they're on, and has to
Say the
cultivate.
fart planet.
I wonder
fart
if the
planet.
convergence is how life spread eons ago in the universe.
So now that would actually be an interesting thought, and the movie isn't smart enough to make that call.
Yeah,
If this was a better movie, it might have been brought up.
because like we I was thinking about when I was watching it when I saw like the cars going through. I'm like, so it was like that how ancient artifacts like wound up on planets and stuff like.
Again, if it was a smarter
And then
movie.
what if that was like?
See, but the weird thing about this is the 9 realms. We end up finding out they're a very small part of the universe.
Yeah.
So do convergences happen everywhere? You'd think maybe.
I think so. I mean, in multiverse terms, there's the bad convergence.
Did they just? You know that's great. They forgot they already used the word convergence. They just forgot. And
Oh yeah. Like, because there's this convergence and then there's that convergence, which is bad because that basically destroys both of the planets.
universes.
I was thinking because that one Earth would destroy the other Earth.
Well,
But
not
it would-
just the
it-
Earth.
I know
it's everybody.
it wouldn't just be the Earth. But back to this.
Yeah, after seeing
It
the
would
birds.
make sense. Sorry.
After seeing the birds, he throws away his pills.
He also gives a weird look at Darcy's like, "What's that look?" He's like, "There's nothing more comforting than knowing the world is crazier than you." And he throws all his pills out because he no longer needs them. Because he literally was about to take one.
Yeah.
He opened one up and then he was like, "Oh, the birds." And then that whole thing happened and then he threw them away. It's like, "Oh, you don't need these. I'm not crazy."
We cut back to the fart planet. Jane wakes up with ether eyes, and the Malekith ship is coming in.
Dude, this
Yeah.
movie sucks.
It's so boring.
During that and this is when I think Loki and Thor came up with their plan to
I
do the whole
guess.
fight.
So, yeah,
That would have been a more interesting set of scenes.
They land on the ground. Both Team Malekith and Thor meet up.
Yeah. Well, they're like all the way in, like on the top of a hill, looking down at Malekith,
Yeah.
and then it's like a whole thing for the audience of like, "Time to trust you, brother," and then
He takes
undoes
up
the
the
thing,
handcuffs.
gives him
And
the
then he
knife, and he's
immediately-
like, "Yeah, don't trust me." and then immediately
Swipes his
stabs
hand
him,
off.
kicks him down the mountain, and then follows him, and then that's basically when he cuts his hand off.
Well, he's summoning the hammer, and then before it gets to him, he cuts
grabs his
off.
hand and you're, as an audience member, thinking, "Oh no!"
And Jane runs away.
Jane runs away. Jane
Coward.
was asleep. Well, Jane was
I
asleep,
know.
and it is like my one protection is now handless and on the ground.
He's still got a full hand somewhere else. He can use the easy left.
Yeah.
And he can use his left.
Anyway,
So then Loki grabs Jane, he throws her to Malekith.
I have given
He makes
you a
this-
prize.
He makes this big speech about how he hates all of the Asgardians.
Yeah, I just want them dead at my feet.
kill them all. And
I just want a
here's
good
the
seat
ether.
to watch Asgard burn.
The-
And then Malekith walks over to Thor and is like, "Watch." What the fuck? As he takes the Aether from Jane, and while he's doing that, Thor yells, "Now!"
We see a quick glimpse
Oh.
of the universes going all dark.
Oh,
It's basically
yeah,
his
yeah.
plan.
The big plan.
Yeah.
He has plans he cannot
Loki
share with us
now.
because the haters will sabotage.
Then we find out, oh, it was just an illusion the whole time. His hand's not chopped off.
He
Yay!
summons Mjolnir, and the Aether is now out of Jane, and Malekith's right there, so he strikes both of them. Or
And
maybe
he
He
doesn't-
mostly just strikes the Aether.
Yeah. And it explodes.
Big explosion. But the thing is, it's a fucking infinity stone, and you just shot a little bit of energy at it.
You should have aimed at Malekith.
So it kind of crystallizes.
You should have went for the
Yeah, I think it like sand, it blew up energy into shards, but then,
And then-
pretty much just goes right back to Malekith.
Yeah.
As if nothing happened.
What a waste of a Loki. He died for this.
Now we have Super Malekith.
I know.
And then we have the fight between. Oh no! He goes to leave, and then
The
Thor goes to chase him.
The
and then
cursed
big
elf
guy-
throws one of the grenades towards them. It hits Loki.
No,
Oh, no,
it's near Jane,
Yeah.
and then Loki saves
And it
Jane
starts
from
suck-
it.
it starts grabbing
And
him
Loki,
in.
yeah, and then Thor has to save Loki from the grenade
Yeah.
instead of chase after Malekith.
So why do we think Loki saved Jane?
For the plot.
For the plot.
I think he recognizes
think,
that
yeah.
she's important to him.
It's
I don't know.
and I don't think as bad of a person or God or mischievous Asgardian, whatever Loki is, he still recognizes that, this is a person that's very close to Thor. And while he doesn't always show it, I still think he cares for Thor, They grew up together, they were still raised as brothers. He still calls Thor brother at times, even though he says your father and your mother, he differentiates that, but he still doesn't differentiate growing up with Thor. So I still think he cares, and it's not, I don't think it's a conscious choice. I think his body just reacted. Oh no, this person I need to save now because we're on the same team. We came to this planet as a team to fight in this team, and there was a plan. And
The Revengers.
If I let her die, I'm never gonna hear
From
the
Thor
end from
again.
Thor. Yeah, so I think there's just those kinds of reasons.
So yeah, then Team Malekith starts heading out. Thor tries to chase him down, but he gets pushed back by everyone's favorite cursed elf.
Yeah,
It starts.
literally just smack.
He starts beating the crap out of him.
Oh yeah,
Thor is getting beaten up.
even the hammer's not working.
The Malekith ship flies away. There's a couple dark elves on the planet. They corner Loki.
Loki gets a cool action fight during this.
Yep.
One of very few.
But Thor's still getting his ass beat.
Oh my god, that just scene where it's just poof, 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 poof from afar, Loki's looking at Thor just getting his face pounded in.
So yeah, Loki's still fighting these dark elves. Thor's getting beat.
He just wrote down Thor getting beat.
Yeah, and then the cursed one gets impaled.
Yeah.
Big sword thing. I don't know.
It looks like a staff, like the Asgardian staff.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was.
And then Loki just standing right next to him, yeah, I did that.
I did that.
And then whoosh, he grabs him closer, and they both.
And then it is. I want to note, if you listen carefully, you can hear the grenade start in this.
Oh
movie.
wow!
If you listen carefully,
But he puts him on his back.
no, he doesn't. There's a grenade on the cursed elf's belt.
Oh, it's already.
And
Oh, you hear him put it on.
Yeah, you can hear him turn that one on, like when the camera's not even showing it. Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat that you can actually hear it.
But Loki gets stabbed.
Yeah.
Thor's like, no.
Stabbed. I'm doing air quotes for those who can't see. Stabbed.
I think they can infer that Loki survives this.
No, I mean, there's not even a
We
scene
never see
next
him again.
But yeah, while he was next to him, he activated the grenade.
Yeah, and he pulled himself away,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "I'll see you in hell, monster." Kicks him away.
It's a pretty gruesome looking,
way more gruesome.
Like, you see
than
his eyes
every
falling
When
out.
the eyes popped out,
Yeah.
that kind of got me a little bit.
Oh,
freaky.
It was also way more gruesome than all the other people who died from the grenade that
Well,
we've
he was
seen
bigger,
previously.
so bigger they are, harder they fall.
And it kind of exploded on him and not away from him, sucking him in.
But then Thor goes on Loki, who's on the ground. I'm a fool.
I didn't do it for him.
I'll tell the father. He'll be so proud of you. I didn't do it for him.
Now, one of the things
remember.
I thought of when I first saw this was in Deadpool on the screen. This is why Thor's crying. This is the scene they used.
Yeah,
when they
it
put
is.
Deadpool in.
Is that Thor crying? Why is Thor crying?
It was this shot.
Yeah.
That was funny. But yeah, Loki's second death in the.
I like how
Many.
all I could think about was the scene in Ragnarok.
Matt Damon, right?
Yeah, with Matt Damon doing it, like the play version of this scene.
Then Odin repeats the line right before Matt Damon repeats the
Yeah.
line, and then Matt Damon dies. And then who plays Thor in that scene?
Liam Hemsworth.
It is Liam Hemsworth, and there's such a drag. Oh, and the choir in the background.
Yeah. I love that. But that's the next Thor movie.
I'm looking forward to Ragnarok.
Oh, such
a better movie.
We'll be waiting a little while for that.
It's in a little bit, but it is better than this one.
So yeah, Thor thinks Loki's dead. Jane's sad, and the fart planet's bursting around. And they eventually go to a little cave. Thor and Jane.
Yeah. Isn't it sandstormy, or they're just trying to get out of the elements and stuff? And then they have a little romantic moment.
And this happens to be the fucking spot where the portals are.
Yeah.
How convenient.
The ringing of the phone.
The cell service
Yeah,
on this
cell
planet.
service. What? And then who is it? Oh, Richard's back! Because they have to they have to tell Thor about Richard somehow. So Richard calls, he's like, yeah, I know our lunch really wasn't a lunch, but I loved it. I had fun. Let's get back together, even though you kind of just
clearly thinking about another guy.
another guy and ran after him.
She's Natalie Portman. You can't give him. You can't.
Oh
give
no,
him
I don't
slack
fault
for
him at
trying.
all. Not even a little bit.
Because during this point, Jane saw the vision of Malekith's plan, and they have to go to Earth.
And tells Thor about it.
Yeah, so-
and then it's like, we gotta go.
Pretty convenient at the portal.
Sees the car keys, grabs the
Yeah.
car keys. Come on, Thor. And then Thor's like, why are there so many shoes in this cave?
Can you imagine she just went around asking everyone, "Have your shoes?" And
Have your shoes.
even
Why are there so many shoes in here? Everyone had only one shoe or no shoes
By the end of it,
except Darcy. Darcy definitely kept her shoes.
they get their shoe back and let's do it again. Oh, the shoe didn't come back. Get me the other shoe. Oh wow, it came back. Let's do it again. Oh no, the shoe's gone.
So then Thor and Jane back on Earth. They go to
the vandalized car.
Yeah.
They get in it. They drive
to the
somehow still drivable.
Well, they broke the windows and spray painted it. It's not
True,
like it
they
was,
didn't.
like,
I guess they
super
didn't take the parts and stuff.
and they go to
You know what? You know what? Now that you've said it, I am surprised no one took the wheels.
That's no one took any of the parts. No one even siphoned the gas. Anything. They just broke the windows and spray painted.
I'm sure they. I'm sure they emptied out the glove department.
Yeah,
Glove box is
some
gone.
yeah. Anyway,
Any
it's
loose
not that
change
important.
you had
Just a
is
little.
gone.
Anyway, they go back to the apartment.
The apartment. Yes.
And one of my favorite moments happens where
Thor
hangs
umbrella
Mjolnir
rack.
up on the coat rack at the front of the door. Apparently, I believe, if memory serves, that was improv by
I'm not surprised by that.
by Chris Hemsworth, which is just hilarious.
But yeah, Jane meets up with Eric again.
Jane and Thor.
Yes, Jane and Thor, and Eric isn't wearing pants.
It helps him think.
And yeah, Ian's like, it helps him think. He's like, where are your pants? Are you well? And I just love this scene.
So it's like a wide
shot
of him
of him hugging
wearing
Jane and
pants.
just in his tidy whiteies. Just it's so
bad.
Thor tells
so
Selvig that
funny.
Loki's dead. He's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, and then he sees Thor's like look of like sorrow, and it's like, oh yeah, sorry about your loss, and then gives him a hug while still being pantsless.
Yeah, and then we cut back to the fart planet, actually. We see a guard walking away,
The fart planet.
which maybe we'll cut
Well,
back to.
We see the guard. We see like a transformation
green
of light of some
Okay,
kind
listen.
off
In this moment, it's the same light we see
Yeah.
when Jane fades, when Loki's fading
Yeah.
and using his. It's the exact same light and stuff. You can very easily make the assumption that guard is Loki.
Yes. And then we
And
go
then
back
he
to
hasn't
Asgard.
died.
And this guard walks up to Odin,
Yeah.
saying that they couldn't find Thor, but they found a body.
Or the Aether.
And they couldn't.
No sign of the weapon or Malekith.
But they found a body.
And then he's like, Loki? And then it cuts. Why did it cut? Give us the reaction. Give us the end. That scene cut way too. I was so pissed about it. That scene cut off way too early. I want to know the reaction more so
from Odin.
from Odin. Yeah, I want to see it.
Another thing about that is we see later on that Loki takes Odin's place. How the fuck did he do that?
We learn in Ragnarok.
He put him in a
but-
nursing home. But like, how did he do
He
that?
put him under a spell and put him in a nursing home on Earth. And then Odin goes, "Oh yeah, it took me a little while to break that spell. Frigga would have been proud."
No, she wouldn't have.
And then he was like, "Yeah." And then I basically just stayed here. Look at that. Look at that view. Isn't it awesome?
Odin's kind of a schmuck.
Yeah.
He just stayed on Earth just to hang out.
To hang out and die. Basically, he was like, "Oh yeah, Earth's gonna be my resting place now."
Good job, Loki. So you got both your parents killed.
Yeah, basically.
So then we come back to the whole team all together. Team Jane and Thor are now talking, and they're going over the convergence, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, how everything.
They talk about the convergence.
They want you to
ad
remember.
nauseam. They want you to know how this works. They give you the same explanation like 5 times throughout this movie.
Because it's all like overly.
Just in case you went to the bathroom.
Right? Yeah.
4 times.
Literally, like that's your bathroom moment. Anyone asks you when I can go to the bathroom during Thor
It's during the
Ragnarok? Anytime they talk about the convergence, don't worry, they'll talk about it again.
So yeah, like we mentioned, they gotta be in the right same spots, all aligned together,
Where the
and then
lines-
stuff happens.
Yeah, and then we get the moment, and I love this moment because it's Thor calls Mjolnir from the coat rack. Like they had to edit that new
Because it was
scene
improv.
in because of Chris Hemsworth improv.
They had to add it in.
Now I will note that they have a map. They're trying to map out where the next one might be.
and they're like, we have no idea. And then Eric was like, oh my god, these all connect. And he draws lines connecting all of the areas around.
So you know what? I guess that does answer my previous question. If the convergence happened all around the world 5,000 years ago, then yeah, it does happen all around the world here.
Yeah.
So I concede on that. But I feel like they could have made that just a little bit more clear.
Maybe, yeah.
So yeah, they locate all. It all leads to Greenwich as the next point.
Yes.
In which this stuff will happen, and then we go there.
I know it's a famous landmark or something, but I just always forget. It's called something, Corey, right? Or
Yeah.
something.
something like that.
So yeah, we cut to that place. We see Darcy
Bad
and
at
Ian.
geography.
They're putting those towers that Eric had.
Yeah, those metal scientific rods. They're just literally hammering them into the street.
Yeah, they're placing them around.
Hey, you gotta
the
get
area.
it done quickly.
Yeah, no, I know. They're just like, it goes here. They're going around.
And then almost immediately, the Malekith ship flies into the.
Oh,
building.
yeah, almost immediately. And then they're like, oh, we didn't have as much time to do this as we thought. And then literally everyone starts screaming, running away. Malekith comes out.
Where are the Avengers?
Here's Thor.
I like to imagine that like every single like Iron Man 3, Winter Soldier, Thor: Dark World, every single time the rest of them are just on their way, and then they've already defeated.
And then it gets solved,
at the
and it's
end.
like, oh, okay.
Like isn't that a joke in like Peacemaker, where like the Justice League shows up after Peacemaker wins?
At the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to Thor. Enough with this DC
Malekith
shit.
sees the planet above in the sky. They're aligning.
He's getting
Like,
ready
we gotta
to
make
end
it
all light.
dark.
Yep.
World.
Must be dark.
Dark
Every
world.
world needs to be dark world.
This movie sucks.
And then Thor arrives. They have a little.
Yeah, they have a
confrontation.
little kind of confrontation. And then we see Jane and Selvig going through that library. And then that one rude random person turns around and shushes them. I'm like, they're just walking. It was wet outside. Her boots are squeaking and you're shushing them?
It's a library. Yeah, I know, it's a dick move.
It's not like they're talking. They're not making...
They're shimming along.
They're literally just trying to move quietly and quickly. But, like, her boots are squeaking because it was wet outside. And you shush them? Come on, dude.
That might have
Come
happened a
on.
little earlier, because at this point, Eric and Jane have the device, and they start tapping it to make the armies disappear that are approaching.
Oh,
those
yeah,
little
no, then that
towers.
happens earlier.
Yeah.
Because soon after that... because they're trying to get a vantage point on it.
Yeah. So
That happens before.
They're able to teleport the armies around.
Yeah, and Darcy's like, "Oh, get the sword guy next," and then she and Ian get teleported. And then there's that whole thing with Darcy and Ian where they have to run away because dark elves were teleported.
That's a little
with
later.
them.
Thor is getting his booty whooped by Malekith. The library thing happens with all the people going to the window to see Thor fighting
They're all
outside.
recording on their
What are you
phones.
doing? Run!
Are you kidding me? That's
Thor
Thor!
out there swinging his hammer and everything. And then the whole like glass breaks and everyone.
None of them are smart enough to know that if you can see an Avenger, you're the least safe person.
Literally, like if you can.
If
see
I
what's
look out the
happening.
window and Captain America's just there, I'm running for the
And
hills.
and there wasn't
in
like,
uniform. In uniform. It's not like in street clothes.
and there wasn't an event announced or anything, you know.
Run.
Run.
Get
I'm
out
of there.
Get on a not a plane because it'll get shot
Get
down
on a
as the chaos.
spaceship.
Get on a boat and swim to the other side of the planet.
So yeah, they're still Malekith and Thor are still fighting. Eventually, Thor gets thrown, and then Thor comes back with Mjolnir, and they start flying through a portal.
Yeah, they start going through different portals and stuff. And this is one of my favorite Mjolnir bits.
The hammer just can't find him.
Yeah, literally, like he throws the hammer and then gets tackled through one of the
And
portals.
the hammer immediately changes
changes
straight
direction,
up.
goes straight up, and then they end up. They're fighting on the other planet. Then they end up
in another portal back
through
to
another
Earth.
portal, falling down.
And the hammer immediately turns around, comes back to Earth.
Down. And then it happens again. Where. I think at the beginning, actually, Thor throws Mjolnir, and right before hitting Malekith, it goes into the portal. So then that's the first time it goes up. That was the first time. That was the one I missed. Because he gets it when it comes back down. Doesn't he fall through a different...
He somehow ends up in like the subway.
Yeah.
Far away. How do I get back to something?
Is that before or after
It's
the
near-
giant beast?
I think that's
after.
near the end. It's near the end.
That's near the end. So even before that,
I do want to note
There's
that
a layer.
as he's falling, 2 jets come flying in.
yes.
And their first instinct is to just
Shoot the hostile
ship.
Well, I mean, they asked, is the ship hostile? Ship confirmed hostile.
Then they get
You're
sucked
going
into
to
a portal.
Yeah. Then they get sucked into the first guy, the guy's a realm that Thor had said you could stay. I'll take
from the
care
beginning of the movie.
From the beginning of the movie. Because we see an explosion from one of the missiles, and then we just see a shot of him. Like, what was that?
Well, we see the jets go through the portal.
Yeah, we see and then an explosion, and then we get a shot of him hearing the explosion going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. You cut to a quick shot of Eric and Jane running away from some elves. She's still playing on the device thing.
And then at one point she just stops. Like, there's elves coming from both sides of her. She just stops.
Well, yeah,
she's
both
like,
sides.
I need...
That's not what I meant! That is not what I meant! Get out! Get out!
Listen, you're the one who said it.
No, everybody, like, you got two goons trying to get you. They can't run in that direction.
Groups of goons.
You can't run in that direction because there's goons.
Yeah, but
you can't run in this
she's looking
direction 'cause
down at her device going, the signal! And then Eric's like, dude, come on, Jane. Come this way.
And then one of the portal sequences, we actually go back to Jotunheim from Thor 1.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
That was cool.
And then the Beast
That's
comes
the
in.
Beast, yeah. The Beast.
Beauty and
Where the Beast comes out of the cave and, like, attacks both.
It jumps on the cliff, and the cliff falls.
so they fall through another portal.
Through another thing, and now that Beast is
In London.
in London.
Typical day in London.
We'll see it again.
It eats one of the dark
Credits.
elves.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
And then runs away, and then soon...
And then Darcy and Ian
yeah.
getting confronted by the elves.
They're surrounded.
We see Ian like go behind a car, he's on the ground, and we just see like the one wheel like an inch off the ground of the car. You know the shot that I'm talking about, where we can see it floating, and he notices that.
The gravitational anomaly.
Yeah, the gravitation.
Grabs
we
the
see
car,
it with the truck before, right?
grabs the car, picks it
So,
up, smacks the dark elves.
A
You
group
just
of 'em.
saved my life.
Yes,
hard
I did.
cut, hard
Hard
cut
cut.
away. Jane uses the device to pull him back, and they're just making out.
Yeah, and then Darcy has Ian in a full-on dip, and they're just like making a smooching. So funny.
And then we see Mjolnir fly through.
Then we get this whole moment where it's like Jane says Darcy says Jane, then
Drops.
Selvig says Ian, and then Ian goes Selvig, and then Mjolnir flies through them, and then,
Mew, mew.
and then Darcy goes Mew Mew.
See, this is like, there are instances in the movie. Good.
I'm dying. It was too funny.
There are parts of the movie that are good,
Oh my
but
God.
the entire movie isn't like this, and it's just such a drag.
Yeah.
It's like this could have been a really good movie if the rest of it was like this.
Yeah.
So then Malekith lands nearby, and Thor is sent to the subway.
Yeah, and then he's like, "How do I get to Greenwich?" Greenwich. And the lady on the subway is like, take this subway 3 stops.
And then she
He
falls.
just gets on.
She falls into him. Oops, sorry.
Oops, sorry. Then they both give like a little smirk.
He's just happy to be there. As we come back to Malekith, we see the planets starting to align.
Yeah.
They're getting closer above. the ship.
7 minutes ago. And then Darcy's like, not Darcy, then Jane is like, we just need to keep Malekith busy for 8. She says that at some point.
Yeah.
I think she might have said that already because he's like starting to float up.
Okay, listen.
With the Aether.
I'm thinking of
Aura.
things out of order, but
No one blames you. This movie sucks.
Yeah, we see.
I've been doing this with all the movies as well. So
We see the Aether infecting everything. We even come back to Asgard.
Yeah.
We see it taking over like. a
yeah, we
planet
see
reaching
everything
out.
getting dark. He's succeeding. Everything
Say-
is dark.
Say that again.
Dark.
It's fantastic. Which Infinity Stone is this again?
Reality.
The reality
Stone. Okay.
That's why it can turn reality dark.
It's the Dark Stone.
Thor eventually makes it to the area. They see the red flurry in front of them,
And then
and they need to
Jane
get
and
those
so
two. They have two
the
more.
3. They have
They
3.
have 3. They need to get those 2 Malekith, but they can't get it.
We
from
can't
there.
get there. And then Thor's like, but I can. Grabs him. And then It's the cheesiest like run, the pull back here. It just you can tell it's like an actor in a costume
that
doing
one,
like a little jog away.
You know that
from,
one like stock song?
Yeah, no, I'm like that. Like that's the only moment, and it's not even CGI that takes me way out of this.
Yeah,
movie.
that was goofy.
I'm like, that's such a pullback shot of just an actor running away from
jogging.
Like it's so blatantly obvious.
So yeah, Thor enters the flurry. He sees Malekith standing there,
You
and
can't stop me. The hell I can. And he quite literally disarms him.
yes,
Oh!
and Jane activates the thingy, and his hand
He
explodes.
throws one into
His
the
hand gets
right.
teleported to the other side of the universe.
Yes.
Then he throws it into the left shoulder, and then that one gets teleported.
More of him gets just...
And then he's like, "You can never beat me," or whatever the fuck he says, some
Some
evil
line.
bad guy line. And then Thor's like, "Oh well, shit, of course I can." Calls Mjolnir.
He says something
and does,
about like, you can't stop the ether, and Thor's like, well, I can stop you.
Yeah.
And then he stops him.
Yeah, literally stops
He
him.
calls Mjolnir, and
Mjolnir.
comes flying in,
Lightning with the last device. Boom.
sends him flying into his ship, and she
Teleports
him away.
Yeah. And then the convergence unconverges.
Yeah, the ship starts crumbling away.
Yeah.
Right before it falls on Thor's unconscious body and Jane, it falls
Well,
through
Jane
a portal.
tries to go.
A portal that Selvig directs.
Yeah,
to
Selvig
get the ship,
saves.
which falls onto what's his fuck in the
Malekith,
dark,
yeah.
Malekith in the dark world and kills
He gets
him.
his ship back. Here, you can have this back.
It's okay, you can keep it.
Yeah.
So yeah, then Thor wakes up. Everyone's happy.
wakes up
Darcy
pretty much right after that.
Darcy makes out with Ian again.
Yep.
And
They
the
look at
whole,
each other.
The whole area is in ruins.
Ian, the lucky bastard.
It's just like it's just rubble everywhere.
That's stupid. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city, and it's just on fire.
Yes, literally.
And we see the jets flying away as the portals close. From
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah, I
They
love.
made
They
it
had
out.
to.
They
They had
made
to
it
include
out.
the shot of the jets flying through because everyone else would have known. All the viewers would have been like, "Well, I guess they're stuck." there forever."
Yeah. They just have to be in the other realm with jets cut off.
They're just stuck there.
Yeah.
We cut to an apartment as Jane, Eric, Darcy, and Ian
They're
are
eating like breakfast, and then they're like, "He's gonna come back. Yeah, it won't be 2 years. It's only been 2 days." Yeah, he kind of committed treason.
It may be a while.
It may be a while. It's like a little funny little moment.
and
And
we
then there's Thor
and
and
Odin.
Odin.
Yeah.
Yes. Odin.
Yeah, air
Quotes on
quotes.
Odin because it's not.
Well, we don't know that yet.
In 2 seconds we
We
do.
will,
because-
but we don't yet.
What do they talk?
Odin's
Odin's basically
Thor
like,
to
"Oh,
take
so
the
now you
throne."
can take the throne."
And Thor's like, but I don't wanna.
wanna.
And Odin says something like, one son
Yeah.
wants it too badly, the other son doesn't want it at all. Is this my legacy? And Thor's like, my legacy will be to be a good man or something.
I want to be a good man and not a great king. I'd rather be a good man than a great king.
So then Odin's like, all right, go, get out of here. I can't tell you I approve. Wink, wink, wink. I approve. Get out.
Yeah.
And Thor leaves.
Well, he goes to give Mjolnir back, and
I honestly didn't even think of that
Odin.
because he would have just dropped it.
yeah,
I didn't even.
Odin, aka Loki, has to not take it back. 'Cause he's not worthy.
I don't really want this.
Yeah, so he says,
It's yours.
"It's yours. If you are so worthy, if you're still worthy." And then Thor's like, "I'll try to be," and then he leaves.
Go, my son.
And then this disguise is gone, and Loki's like, "Thank you." Ha 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 ha.
And it's like, "Thank you,
Mischievous.
Father," and then it's like, "Yeah, no, thank you."
Dun, dun, dun.
As
So Loki's alive.
sitting on the throne
Yeah.
of Asgard. Loki's alive and sitting on the throne of Asgard.
Bum bum bum.
He got his wish. He
And then
gets
they
to be
took the
king
death
for a
of
bit.
Frigga, half of Asgard, and the imprisonment of his father
Yep.
in a New York retirement home. I love how it's New York. Like, I'm gonna leave him in the city I tried to blow up.
Yeah.
That's
well,
great.
he knows it the best. He
Yeah.
was just there. He might have seen it when, when
Could
he
you
was rounding
imagine,
a corner.
Could you imagine Loki like on one of those flying Chitauri and he flies past a nursing home? I should use this.
Yeah.
This may come.
I'm gonna keep that for later.
But that concludes the movie.
And then
There's a post-credit scene. There's a mid-credit. The
Yes.
mid-credit scene. Thor finally returns to Earth and he makes out with Jane.
Yeah.
And that's the mid-credit scene.
Yes.
And then the post-credit scene is the Collector.
Yeah.
They leave the Aether with him. He's like,
Because
well, why don't you keep it? Because you
We don't
get
want to
a
have
room."
two Infinity
Infinity
Stones
Stones in the same place.
Yeah, so close together.
A wise decision, and then the Collector's like, one down, five to go. And he will not get a single one ever again.
Nope. He almost gets the Power Stone.
But he doesn't.
But he doesn't. And then there is one little ending where we see the giant monster again chasing the
in the
birds
warehouse.
at the warehouse.
And then the movie ends.
I love that.
Thank God.
And then it ends. And then we're finally done.
Again, I wouldn't say I liked the movie, but there are parts that I definitely liked. Like,
I will always, when it comes to a Marvel movie, enjoy the parts that I enjoy. Like
Yeah.
all those fun comedic movies. Yeah, the Mjolnir. I will watch this movie just for those moments.
but you can get them on YouTube for less
The
time.
good moments in the movie are so few and far in between. It's not even worth
See,
it.
this is a weird case of like there are movies that I kind of like, and the good parts are like only decent, and the bad parts are only like mid. And there's this movie's like there are really bad parts and really good parts. It's like such a massive.
It is a very
back
it's like
and forth.
it's like kind of jarring.
Yeah.
It's like good moment, bad moment.
Like
good
I have
moment,
to
bad
wonder.
moment.
I have to wonder if this movie was like a victim of reshoots or rewrites because there are parts that are really good, and then everything with the fuck ass dark elves sucks.
I wonder if they were trying to. Maybe they were fighting because.
A lot of it's very serious, and then a lot of it's very funny.
Exactly. They were fighting the two. They were being pulled apart by the two juxtaposing forces of comedy and seriousness. They were still trying to go the
But
serious
you could have
route,
both.
like
Thor 1
Thor.
was pretty good at doing
Yes.
both. Another smash.
But I think they were still trying to hold on to that while developing funnier Thor side.
See,
But
they
just,
could have done that. They just didn't.
They
just
do
wasn't
it-
well executed at
But
all.
Thor is so boring in this movie. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't have much character growth in
Other
this
than,
movie.
when we see him with Loki, Thor is good. When
Yes.
we see him with Jane, Thor is pretty decent. The Dark Elves suck.
Yeah.
I genuinely.
they bring down the whole movie.
They bring down a lot.
They're
of
like barely in
movie.
it, and they bring down the whole movie.
This could have been like a TV special where it's just like Thor development, and that could have been it. Just no Dark Elves, no convergence.
It
Just
could have
like
just
lore.
been, yeah,
just like 40 minutes of
lore.
lore, you know?
Where it literally just enhances Thor's story.
But alas, it's over now. That's the good part.
I'm probably never watching it.
Connor, you don't either even have to talk about it again if you don't want.
I might.
Isn't that
'cause
good?
We
Great?
may have to mention it once or twice because Darcy's.
Oh no, we have to. We'll be
WandaVision.
talking about Dark World again. Don't you worry.
Oh,
There's-
Darcy's in WandaVision
Yeah.
and the Ether's in Endgame.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you have to. I mean, what are the important things about this?
The
movie?
Ether,
the Ether,
the
Friggas'
Loki on the-
death.
Oh, and you know what?
Loki's.
I was thinking about this. It's kind of weird how Loki's just like an okay king. Like we don't really see anything go wrong on Asgard while he's on the throne.
Yeah, I mean, he's also trying to be low key. You know,
You think
he
Thor-
can't outwardly be Loki as
Yeah,
when he's impersonating Odin, so he can't really. He can enjoy some aspects.
There's a
of
comment
being-
from Thor in
but-
Ragnarok about how like the Nine Realms, quote unquote, like laughing at them because they're not doing anything, but also
Yeah.
they're not doing anything. Like we saw what Loki could have been with the Battle of New York, but what we end up getting from
Is
Loki
him
as a
just
king is just he's just kind of
sitting back eating grapes,
Is benevolent
making-
the right word where he just doesn't do anything?
Benevolent is more so when used like a lovable king, like people
So then,
like
what
him
about
and stuff.
what word would it be? He'd be
Passive.
He's like a passive king.
Yeah, he's just like he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do
He
anything.
just erects a statue of Loki of himself and makes a play surrounding his death.
And the people of
And
Asgard
then he
don't
does
seem-
like the boring meetings
Yeah.
of just keeping the
place
Asgard running.
The people of Asgard don't seem like in dire straits. Like they're just living their lives.
Yeah, they just something's a little up with Odin, but he seems chill. Whatever. Sitting there eating grapes.
Taxes are low. Food's here.
Yeah.
We haven't had a war since those fuck-ass dark elves. I can't complain. I'm going to vote for him again in the next Odin election.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on this wonderful
This
film?
was not a good movie.
It really is.
There's parts I like.
I like Mjolnir.
Yeah.
That's my final.
They gave the hammer personality.
They gave Mjolnir so much personality in this movie. I love it so much.
Same
So
vein
good.
as the Iron Man suit turning and glancing.
Yeah. They're very good at giving
Inanimate objects
like
personality.
Yeah.
I liked Heimdall a lot in this movie.
Heimdall's star.
I like
Let's see.
Darcy as a comic relief. She's a good comic
Yeah.
relief.
I know there's a really good balance of that.
My list of saving graces: Darcy, Eric Selvig, Mjolnir, Heimdall, and basically all the funny quips that I liked.
See, I complained about this at the beginning of the show where Marvel becomes like the quip factory. But I think this movie benefited from them greatly. It's like one of the few
If you didn't
examples.
have
It would have if you
all
didn't have
those
the quips
quips.
and the funnies, it would have just been like a really bad, boring fuck ass.
Dark
way
elves.
too serious.
Dark elves killed Frigga. We gotta take revenge.
The cursed
And
elves.
there's Hulk out.
This movie sucks.
Yeah.
But it's over. We're done. We're free.
And the next movie is significantly better. Than
Next
this,
time on the
By
podcast,
like leaps and marks.
we'll be watching Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
which is probably one of, if not the best movie in the MCU.
I
Definitely one.
I
Definitely
come
up
back
there.
to this a lot, so while I can't agree,
But it's
I
so
will
good.
say it is
Especially compared to
so good. No, I agree. It's really fucking good.
Dark World's my favorite Marvel movie.
Get out!
I actually watched Winter Soldier recently.
You were supposed to wait.
It was before we did the podcast.
Oh, that's not recent. It's been a while, hasn't it?
That's
old.
okay. That's a little more.
We're
Like
all
I had literally just gotten my wisdom teeth taken out, and I came back.
So you also just did that.
It is a year or so ago.
I'm in pain.
Anyway,
Catch us next time. Next episode, we'll be watching Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It'll be a really fun time. Love watching Cap, Bucky, whatever other Shield.
So Chris Evans is in 2 movies in a row.
Chris Evans. Well, he was just in a cameo.
Yeah, but he's in the movie.
True.
He's not. He's in the actors.
It's
in the
not.
movie.
Yes, but it's
Chris
not
Evans
like,
is in the movie.
It's not like he was a role in the movie. It was a cameo in the movie.
God bless America.
No,
Confidence.
God bless America. And then he gets cut off.
Yeah, but
He gets cut off.
I like Loki
Because there's 2 guards walking by.
we're way past that.
I know.
I like Loki. He's cool.
Loki's cool. Thor could be cool when done right.
He has such potential to be.
He did not. He didn't. I don't
It just
think he
falls
sucked
flat.
in this movie,
No.
but he didn't shine.
Like Chris Hemsworth did a good job,
With
but it
what
just
he had.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Yep.
But that's all we got for Thor. Tune in next time. We'll watch Cap. I think I said that 3 times now. But it'll be fun. I hope. It will.
It will 100%.
No, it's gonna suck.
Great movie to watch.
It's gonna be the worst movie of all time. After it's gonna be so bad that we switch to DC.
Okay,
watch
I don't
Man
know
of
about
Steel.
that bad, but
Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Next week, folks. Can you believe it?
Jesus. All right.
Can you believe it, guys? Batman v Superman, only 1 week away. I am so excited about this information.
I'm not. I'm ending
And on
the
that
episode.
note, yeah, let's end this episode here.
Goodbye.
All
Goodbye.
right.
Bye, guys.
Did you see that? You know, people will say online, like, Grok, is this true? In, like, Twitter comments. There was a meme where it was like a caveman with a stone. It was just, Rock, is this true? So that was what I thought of when the Rock guy showed up. Rock, is this true?
Oh my god.